Hey, pre-notification gang. Yeah, it was fun. I don't know about that, Scoots. Tiana says hi, Scoots. Thanks for the resub, Trigger the Man. Of course, Rip. Chip wasn't bad. Matt just got a real rough roll of the dice on it, I guess. But then again, I didn't eat nearly as much as he did. Did you see the Game of the Year nominations? No, let me take a peek. Thanks for the resub. Little Kid TV. Happy 21st birthday. Hope you had a great birthday. Let's see. Game of the Year: Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Resident Evil Village, and Ratchet and Clank. I don't know why Deathloop's in there, but the others make sense. Out of all of those, I'm pulling for Psychonauts 2 or It Takes Two. Thanks to the resub, Lewis. And the resub, Kanoa. What do you think of the Jujutsu Kaisen movie trailer? I liked it. Very excited. It's on the front page of that subreddit. I don't know if I want to watch Battlefield 2042 highlight stuff, though. We're looking for wacky stuff. Thanks to the resub, Shawstick. The resub. Levi Ackerman. Thanks to the resub, Brody. Thanks to tier 1 flying cicada and the prime Pegasus. And the resub Royal Wolf. It's pretty wild though. Let me see. Ooh, this is interesting. What is this? Oh, whoa, wait, what? I'm looking at this OBS versus Streamlabs OBS thing. This is kind of wild. Are they not affiliated? I thought Streamlabs and OBS work together. Thanks to resub Posture and Calcium and Gina and Lorfina. Soft Kitty? Yeah, maybe. Exhibits powder and mature in the tier 1 open face. Yeah, I know there's a new Spider-Man trailer. I'll watch it on stream. No, I've basically already seen it through Twitter. I'm on the Battlefield subreddit. I don't see what you're talking about. Oh, here it is. That's pretty cool. It's an interesting strat. So they re-enabled the shield and it makes you immortal. There's the resub Private Lala, I Am Sizo, and the Prime T-Wolf, Jarky, and Tier 1 Kate Turner. And give sub Shedder, Tier 1 Open Face Sandwich, and give sub Omelet. What do I think about Loop Ring? Is that like a D's Nuts thing? What is Loop Ring? Thanks to the resub Odin. And thanks to the 5 give subs Queen and resub Arrow. And give sub Turbo. Appreciate it, Queen. Did you already vote for the Game Awards? No. Thanks to the resub E-Girl and Obscure Nerd. Thanks to Tier 1 James and Tier 1 Max's Bruh. Yep, I'll watch the Spider-Man trailer on stream, even though I've basically already seen it on Twitter. We'll do it on stream, but I'm gonna wait so that way I don't just get bombarded by that for the next hour. Thanks to the resub Purple Zeo. Hope you've been well. And the resub Orange. And the resub Philium. Inyandos. Terrifying Datura trip stories. I mean, it's just gonna be people talking about their awful trips, right? Is there anything cool? What was it? I mean, I don't know if I want to just listen to them tell a story while showing pictures of plants, but I'll keep it up and maybe give it a try. Yep, I could hit 99 farming and 99 construction whenever I want. It'll just take like 5 minutes on each. I'll do it on stream. Exit Tier 1 Mech and the resub Ape, Kevy Cakes, Beep, Free Cheese, and Queen of Games. Oh, I didn't know about that, Cakes. And the Prime Azazel. I know the Undateables. Isn't that's the fake one, right? That's the scripted show. These are bits T-Man and Potent. No resub. Mimikyu. Thanks, Asmodeus, and yes, I have heard of them. Watch Zero's apology, he deserves your attention. I did. I watched that and the entire technicals video on the situation. Thanks to resub Nerdsworth and the Prime Base. Thanks to resub Nutmare. Oh, Sing Soft Kitty, right? I forgot about that. Is it like a meme or something? Or is it gonna be one of those like weird animations? Oh my god, why would you recommend this? Why the fuck would I want to watch Big Bang Theory highlights? Jesus Christ. Is this like the new Rickroll? Like you suggest something that's Big Bang Theory, you get bazingaed? Jesus. Good God. Like not even just part of the meme, That show is trash. That show is unwatchable garbage. It's not as bad as Big Mouth, but it's bad. Next week, the resub Kinney, Ostmiles, Warmest Oranges in the Prime Tokyo, Avalind, Conman, and Tier 1 Electros. Solar Roadways. Thanks to the resub Manny. No, we're going to start with the Spider-Man trailer. I'm going to get that out of the way right away before that gets recommended a million times, which it's already starting to. So we're going to wait a little while and we're going right into the Spider-Man trailer. If I don't do this right away, it's going to be nothing but Spider-Man recommendations in the chat. So we're going to tackle it by the nuts ASAP. Thanks to Tier 1 Kilua and the resub Akuna and Pandemoniums. I'm really fucking sorry to hear that, Gable. I hope everything's better now. I hope you're through it all and everything's looking up. I'm really wishing you the best, Gabe. Thank you the 5 gift subs, Jimbo. Thank you for the generosity and the Prime Scare. And the gift sub Nebulous and resub Jimbo and Dub Nuggets. And Tier 1 Rhinos and Prime Derp. And the resub Wienermeister. Trailers are spoilers. I mean, the only reason I watch trailers is because chat makes me. I am not a trailer guy. I just don't care to watch trailers, to be honest. All I need to know is the movie coming out? Yes? Cool. I'll check it out. No, I heard about Drake Bell and the NFTs. We'll watch that. I saw CoffeeZilla did something on it, I think. Thanks to the resub Aubrey. And the gift sub Koala. Yep, we're gonna watch the trailer in maybe like another 1 or 2 minutes. I want to wait for as many people as possible before it gets recommended a million times tonight. This happens every time there's a new Marvel trailer. We can see the Why can you see the fucking dislikes? It's super weird. Some videos I can, some videos I can't. It seems like it's rolling out really sporadically. On my phone, it's like across the board I can't see dislikes, but on computer, it's video by video basis. Thanks to the resub Zerabax and the gift sub Polar. Good to see you, Polar. Hope you're doing well. No, I'm gonna wait to Moist Meter Halo is like a full game, so after the campaign. And thanks, Diana. Are you a Marvel fan? I mean, I enjoy the movies, but I'm really tired of them at this point. Like, Eternals wasn't really interesting. Shang-Chi, I really enjoyed. Black Widow was horrible. Trying to work backwards, what was before Black Widow? Loki was good. Loki's a show, I'm talking about movies. I think they're doing well on their shows. I really think all of these like big franchises work better as shows instead of movies, because the movies just always fall into the same exact formula. Thanks to resub Pulse and Skullman and Sayib. Alright, I think we've waited long enough. Hopefully this will be most people that would recommend it. Thanks to Prime Megmars.
Ever since I got bit by that spider,
Resub Squoosh.
I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
They still making the Halo
That
series?
spell where
You talking about
get
the TV
everyone
series?
to be
Yeah.
the Peter Parker Spider-Man. We started getting some visitors. From every universe.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back.
I already know the big spoiler.
This crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Look, there has to be another way.
There isn't.
I mean, it's not cringe, it's just normal. Like, it's just a normal Marvel trailer. Like, I have nothing to say about it. Like, it's just
Peter,
standard Marvel, man. Like,
have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
I do love Willem Dafoe, though.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
Thanks for resub Gabe, Skelly Bro, and Brinbin, and Billy Bob,
What's happening?
They're starting to come through,
and Wolf
but I
Storm.
can't stop them.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets
All
on sale November
right.
29th. Spider Monday.
Yeah, man. I just have nothing to say about it. It's just normal Marvel shit. Though I do know two things. The big fan theory is that this scene is edited, that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in this scene as well, because in this scene the lizard man gets hit by something invisible and they assume it's a punch from one of the other Spider-Men. Which I think makes sense. I think there's potential with that fan theory. And then in this scene, you can see the costume of another Spider-Man somewhere. I don't know, somewhere. Maybe here. Yeah, here. Thanks for the resub, Floor Guy and League Master. Ooh, and the big 5K bits, Don Voody. Good to see you again, Don. Really appreciate that. Good to see you again. Thank you, Don. I'll give sub Lanky. I don't see it. It's right... I guess it's a little dark on stream compared to my monitor. But there's a red and blue color up here, and people assume this is another Spider-Man. Which it could be. There's a Prime Wolves, the resub Phantom. I don't particularly care. I'll go into the movie and get hype if I see them, and I won't be disappointed if I don't. Like, again, I don't really care about trailers that much, like at all. Thanks for the Prime. Not Mar, and the 5 gift subs, Edgar. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Of all the drugs
Thank
in
you,
the
Edgar.
world, Datura is said to be the scariest. It is a highly poisonous plant which induces a
resubs, you're the
terrifying
first.
delirium in anyone that consumes it.
I will, Domin.
Its users are barraged with frightening hallucinations with no ability to tell reality from imagination. The whole plant is also highly toxic, and taking too much can easily result in death. Given these dangers and the guaranteed bad trips,
It's just a plant.
it's surprising that anyone
Pussy.
would ever take this drug, but it seems some people are crazy enough to try it. Some have even shared their experiences online. I've taken 5 horrifying Datura trip reports from the website Erowid to read for this video. Please remember that this is not an endorsement of drug taking. As you will see from these experiences, taking Datura is a very bad
Jesus
idea.
Christ, Axis. It's fucking horrifying. Thanks to the resub Blazer and Craigster.
This one was written by Tech22.
Maybe Craigster.
When I was 18, I was in a strange place in the world. I was homeless, penniless, and with no real ambition to pull myself out of the gutter. Although I was without the basic necessities of food and shelter, I had a steady supply of drugs that were dispensed out of sympathy by many of my friends. I went to sleep hungry and cold every night, but never sober. One evening, before I left the party to hit the streets and find a broom closet or
Datura is dumb as fuck.
a guy I barely knew gave me a large freezer bag full of brown spiky
Thanks to
pods.
resub Mimic.
What are these? I said. Jimson weed. The seeds will make you trip. Maybe you can sell them. I don't want them. He told me to split the pod open and eat half of the seeds if I really wanted to trip hard. To me that meant eat the whole pod, since I always found recommended dosages to be unsatisfying. I chose not to dose that night, since I was already
nice fate. Yeah,
and
makes
afraid
sense.
I might fall asleep before the trip kicked in. I slept in a building gutted by fire a few years before, and the freezing November air woke me up just before dawn. I got up and walked into town to raise my body temperature and avoid hypothermia. This was my daily morning ritual. Obviously, 5 AM in a small city offers very little in the terms of recreation. So
Thanks
I
for 3
decided
gift
it was
subs,
the right
Edgar.
time to
Thank you,
open
man.
the doors of perception and began my day with a psychedelic breakfast. I chose the
I didn't
largest
see it,
pod
Ivan.
in
Well,
the
thank you for the
bag,
resub
which
then.
is also
The
the
resub
darkest
Rex.
in colour. I was told afterwards that the most potent seeds are the deepest brown. The seeds were terribly bitter, and many of the shells got stuck in
There
my
it is,
teeth.
Ivan. Thanks to resub
I managed to
Razzle.
finish the entire pod with a little help from a
Renegade.
public water fountain. I watched the beautiful sunrise from the roof of an apartment building, constantly waiting for the effects of the Jimson weed. to
Salvia
take effect.
trips are pretty wild. I've seen
I
those
can't see how
videos.
long I
This is
sat
just a
until
story,
the
I
seeds
guess.
started working, but the first noticeable signs came in the form of extreme thirst and general physical discomfort. Finding the feelings of dehydration too strong to ignore, I went to a nearby McDonald's for free ice water. It must have been after 9, because the only people in the restaurant were old guys getting free refills on senior citizen discounted coffee. I sat in a booth at the back corner, sipping water through a cracked straw. It didn't take long
This
for
is
me
pretty
to realize I
underwhelming,
was
man.
entering
Jesus
into
Christ.
a very hallucinogenic trip. The
Thanks
fact
to
that I
resub
hadn't eaten a
Zaxion.
real meal in a week and I
Mocha,
was sleep
Nasty Nate, and
deprived
Alexander.
probably added to the drug's intensity, but I can't imagine a big dinner and a full 8 hours would have made much difference. Unlike the onset of an E or an acid trip, my mental state was very comfortable, but my physical condition felt quite unhealthy.
Yeah,
The
I think
heavy
it's just
sense
a
of
Reddit
inebriation was
creepypasta or
quickly
some
followed
shit.
by powerful, disorientating visuals. Although they weren't disturbing, they seemed as clear as sunlight. Black cats milled
Tier
around
1
on the
Nady
floor
and
in
Tier
front of
1
me,
Rose.
so numerous that I couldn't even see the tiles. They appeared wet and angry. There was deep crimson blood dripping from the ceiling. Everything was technicolor. The sense of detachment was strong, but I didn't feel strange. Every hallucination flowed into the next. I was holding a very old Bible in my lap. I couldn't figure out how to open it.
The
Soon
Old
it started
Testament,
to
eh?
leak blood too. The more I struggled, the more it bled. As soon as I realized my efforts were futile, the book materialized into the air around me. It didn't seem strange to me. When I analyzed the room again, it was a bustling, futuristic metropolis. It appeared very large and very alien, with shining chrome and flashing lights everywhere. I began to feel discomfort and a strong urge to urinate simultaneously.
Yeah, this kind of stuff just isn't really for me. I like stories and shit, but this just feels like a creepypasta that's just being read verbatim. There's not a whole lot to watch there. Like, if I wanted, like, a campfire story that I'd tell it like Boy Scouts or something, it'd be good, I guess. Probably a true story. I don't know shit about Datura or whatever, but that is just not very fun to watch. But as like a podcast of Datura trips, I guess it's good. Nothing against the channel. I've actually watched this channel before. It's enjoyable, just not like exciting or creepy or anything. Thanks to Tier 1 Gadsby and the resub Red X. Favorite Marvel movie? Probably Thor Ragnarok. Thanks to Bits Pink, Akiraman, and Maranami. The Solver Squad, eh? Just gonna be one of those wacky animations. It is one of those wacky animations. Okay.
Aw, shucks, come on, gang. Grab my hand.
what speed are you at? What's the speed?
55.
Kick it up, man. We gotta
Oh,
go
is it?
faster.
Oh, this is like a machinima.
Thank you for letting me drive.
I know Bed Banana.
Like, no problem.
Wait a second. I think I know a shortcut.
What?
He's tier 1 Jim Wool and the resub Magno.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Solver Squad, but it doesn't look like any of you will be walking again. Your legs are all twisted up and disgusting. I don't know what you were thinking letting a dog drive the
This is some
car.
Yertle and Nun.
Never had any patience with it. Shut the fuck up over there!
I haven't seen a Gmod animation in years.
Alright, keep it down, gang. Keep it down, gang. I'm getting a call.
Why? Am I ugly, man?
Gang, I'm getting a call. Gang,
Nice.
keep it down. I'm getting a call. I am not lazy. I just prefer to participate. I can't run the corner, you fucking bitch! You bitch! Will you stop? You bitch!
Classic Gmod videos?
What's going on out
This is only 3 years old. It's not that old.
What's happening to us, man?
How are you supposed to solve a mystery when you're hating
Like, guys,
each other?
the phone's down here.
These are
It's
some
ringing,
corns bread.
man. Like, I'm gonna try to grab it with my little hands. Like, guys, get the hell down.
Nice. Exit resub Knifin. I didn't know Charboard and Kraken ever did that. Oh, they're still doing it. Oh, they're still doing it. Nice. I guess that's been like an ongoing one for a while. The One Piece live action's coming out. Would you watch that instead of the anime? Bro, what? That's just gonna be like a movie, right? It's not exactly gonna replace all 1,000 episodes of the show, but I am still watching the show. Thanks to the resub Hyper and Hunter. In the tier 1 Big So Well. Have you seen Lies of Peas? Yeah, I've seen that. Looks cool. Apparently the team behind it fucking sucks though, so it's probably gonna be shitty. They made something called Blessed. Actually reminds me I wanted to check that out. It's apparently a terrible game. Let's see.
I hate to tell you that I told you so,
Here's a
but
tier 1
there has
cozy.
been a somewhat steady decline in terms of active participation, as you can tell down here. The same applies to PSO2 New Genesis. There has been a very steady decline in active player base there as well. So by that logic, Bless Unleashed is going to fall victim to the very same decline in terms of active player
Well, you don't know that yet. It could pop off.
NeoWiz has had a lot of success with Bless Unleashed and the entire Bless IP. When I did my first video on Bless Unleashed's population numbers roughly a month ago, I was genuinely surprised to see the game peaking as high as it was in terms of concurrent players. 30,000,
I've never heard of it.
40,000, spiking all the way up to 76,377 several weeks ago. For a new MMO, especially given who was in charge of not only developing, but also publishing it, and their history with Bless Online, I could not fathom how they had made as large
Bless
of a
Unleashed
as they
is
had.
new.
So, in an effort to
Bless Online
delve
must be
more
old.
deeply into it, I decided to stream over 20 hours
Is there
of
some
Bless over
linguini?
the next week, as I was curious
What to do if you
to
survive
see what
execution?
about the game made it as popular as it was. And while I don't think that the game ultimately ended up being anything
Is there some big
revolutionary,
red?
I could see that it ended up being somewhat of a basic yet
Tier 1
traditional
Josie?
MMO, and that is not something to knock. Yet I did point out that much like PSO2 New Genesis and Swords of Legends Online before it, Bless Unleashed would go on to lose
Alright, it seems like a pretty standard MMO. Someone just tell me what makes Bless so bad. And why shouldn't I be excited for Lies of P? That's a nice grill. I see you've been on Reddit today. Yeah, that's a very old animation I saw a long time ago. It's cool. Pay to win? Oh, that's why. What do you mean you made a song where I smoked with your dad? What does that even mean? It's a cute premise. Send it to me on Twitter. I'm not gonna watch it on stream though. But toss me that. I can't click links anyway. Caesar Milan. He doesn't really have any stuff that we haven't seen, I don't think. Thanks to the resub Tollman. Ultimate beefless burger review. That Moon Girl? Is it like wacky or something? Or is this just like your family's beefless burger recipe? Oh, it's this one. This? Hey Jim.
That Moon Chick here, and I'm reviewing the Garden Ultimate Beefless Burger.
Gardein.
I've been wanting to eat a little bit less meat lately, and I figured I would give this a try, and this is going to be my review. I'll be showing you.
So why did you recommend this?
Of it and all that good stuff, as you can
Thanks,
see.
Resub Ranger.
This is the nutrition facts.
Yeah, I don't tell you, she's really quiet.
I'll also show you a little bit of the ingredients in this beefless burger patty.
Why the fuck did you recommend this, man?
See, it's a little charred. There we go. It's a little bland. Second veggie burger I've ever had in my life. First one I had was at Burger King a long time. And like,
This is just an actual, like, food... What the fuck was that about, man? I saw that earlier, hamburger. I've seen the entire multiverse. Thanks the bits, Jesse. The bits, Crimmy. And the recent famous and Terra Smalls. Gardein beefless burgers are alright. They're not as good as like Beyond or anything, but they're okay. The dumpster fire downfall of HQ trivia. This.
Hello, quiz guzzlers, and welcome to the Ordinary Quiz. I'll be your typically high-energy
Prime
host,
Kamzy.
your king of questions, the emperor of the ephemeral, the Führer of trivia, Adolf Quizler. Let's get
Is this
straight
the guy
into
who
the
covered
first
the
question.
history of
What
scene?
was HQ Trivia? Was it A cultural phenomenon that promised a new age in interactive broadcast?
It is this guy?
Was
Thought
it
so.
B, a smartphone application that resurrected appointment TV? Or was it C, a loss-making dumpster fire
Well, that's in the
failure
title. It has to be
brought
C.
the public eye by a neat gimmick? Or was it D, all of the above? Let's find out.
Fuck, trick question.
It's 2017, and a new app is captivating a small but overly enthusiastic audience.
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god!
But these
This is like the Nintendo 64 kid. What happened?
were understandable, because HQ wasn't like the other apps. It didn't take your money, it gave you some. Anyone who correctly answered every question in one of the app's twice daily broadcasts would win a share of a not insubstantial jackpot.
That's a pretty
And
cool
because of
idea.
its time-sensitive way
Easy to
the
cheat,
questions were
which is
posed,
great.
Even winning a small amount of money was enough to make people positively quiz their pants. Like this woman who won a cool $11 dues.
Damn, she fucking got let's whee!
But it wasn't all about the money.
What a good day.
Right now, and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, "It's time for HQ, baby!"
The game also had a charismatic
Thanks for some letter C and
sharp-dressed
crime feed.
host named Scott Rogowski,
And
he
Snooze.
is undeniably the smug face of the app. He quickly amasses a stadium worth of simps who call him their quiz daddy.
And the audience is growing.
Audience is growing. We had our record.
I've never heard of this.
Night, 240,000 players, HQties I call them, playing around the world for an $8,000 jackpot.
He's wildly popular and a skilled improviser, which is lucky because the app's broadcast broke down more often than a middle-aged divorcee. Behind the glitches and the gimmicks, though, were HQ's founders, Russ Yusupov and Colin Kroll,
Hey, what's up, guys?
who were also responsible for creating Vine.
We thought, hey, let's combine some of our favorite elements of mobile gaming,
Thanks for
live
some mount.
video, and TV production, mash them together and create an
I
experience
also never used
that,
Vine.
People, frankly, have never had before.
They'd sold Vine to Twitter for $30 million, but when everyone's
They could've got more.
billionaire Vagrant ran the service into the ground, Russ wasn't shy about
There's a
making
Prime
his
Chewy.
regrets public. Cue the sound of the world's smallest diamond-encrusted violin. But with HQ Trivia, Russ and Colin were back at it again
There's
at the
your
Krispy
Pope.
Kreme.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
But much like this iconic moment of donut-adjacent idiocy, HQ Trivia was viral, ambitious, and doomed to end in disaster.
Seems like a cool idea. What do you
For the first
mean?
few months,
What
HQ
happened?
Trivia gradually
They execute someone live on HQ
But
Trivia
then
or
in
something?
November 2017, things went nuclear. The Daily Beast had Russ on record saying that he was thinking of firing Quiz Daddy because he had
What?
spoken to the press without his permission. In reaction, Scott's big simping army took to Twitter, and the hashtag #FreeScott was soon trending all across North America. Suddenly, everyone and their mum was downloading HQ Trivia to see if Scott was still trapped in their phones. He was. The truth was that Scott was never in any actual danger. He was integral to the app's success, thanks in large part to this manufactured drama. And by January,
More
2018,
Orson Welles
HQ
outtakes.
Trivia was the 6th most downloaded
Maybe.
app in the App Store. Before HQ, Scott had been best known for these extremely tame subway prank-type stunts where he was reading inappropriate books. Now he was the star
He was a
of
YouTuber?
new kind of broadcast.
Prank
and he was
YouTuber? Wow.
often its saving grace. By the end of 2017, the app would frequently glitch out or freeze or just stop working altogether, straining under the weight of its rapidly growing user base. On New Year's Eve, the entire game stopped working, but Scott managed to improv his way through the broadcast, keeping 500,000 people watching, even though the questions weren't appearing on screen.
Come on, don't be shy. Get out here. Get out of here. Let me see you spin. Spin, spin, spin.
More
This looks
players also meant
uncomfortable.
there had to be bigger prizes, as there would inevitably be more winners who would share the jackpot. People might go crazy for $11.
You gonna play the Ruined
but
King?
No
Probably
one was
not.
blowing their beans over
Easy tier 1
11
swaggy.
cents. As a result, the jackpots spiraled upwards.
Oh. I see why he was freaking out so much now. 12K. Jesus Christ.
We found the one! There could only be one, and we found the one!
75,000.
Wow. Wait a minute.
That's a lot of money.
This led many to
What the
wonder how
fuck?
the app could possibly be making any money. And it might not surprise you to know, it wasn't. Apparently Russ had read his business studies textbook backwards. You see, traditionally, in capitalism, businesses make money by taking money from their customers, not by handing it out. And
It's not a
Trivia
bad
was
strategy, though.
largely attracting its audience through the universal appeal of free money. At some point,
Then you just put
they
ads
were
in it.
gonna actually have
That's
to
how
make
most of
that
them do
cash
it.
back. But thanks to $15 million worth of venture capital funding, that wouldn't have to be anytime soon. Because asking their customers for
Hey, tier
cash
1
would
ID
undercut
jacks.
the app's entire concept, the only thing they could
Yeah, no
sell
worries,
was
Steltex.
access to their user base's eyeballs. Sneaker brand and sweatshop operator Nike ponied up $100,000 for a special episode, and also made these pretty fresh HQ foot containers.
That was
and
like
the prize
shit.
money for the Nike game was shared between just 4 winners.
Here's your sub
Warner
HPM.
Brothers also slid HQ $3 million and even let them borrow one of their most recognizable flesh puppets.
Wow. 2,214,16,076. It's crazy.
And 2 million people
Oh
tuned
my
in to
God.
smell what The Rock was shilling.
crazy.
Afterwards, Warner Brothers provided another $250,000 prize to promote the CGI Stinkfest Ready Player One.
Yeah, it was kind of
February
stinky.
2018, the app was regularly bringing in over 2 million viewers without the addition of any Hollywood action goon. Also in April, Bobby De Niro was a guest, and he definitely understood what was going on.
You don't say ta-da because nobody says ta-da. You're not a magician. If you're a pro, you say, that's a wrap. Then you know what happens? You eat all the free food on the set because that's what it is. So see you at the wrap party.
Hey, thanks, Robert De Niro.
Saw nothing but
What the
wins
fuck was he
in the
there for?
future. It was such a phenomenon that multiple copycat virtually shot trivia games started to emerge from the woodwork. Facebook launched their own HQ knockoff called Confetti, and it was wank.
Leave it to your one,
Apparently
Nick.
filmed in a dingy nightclub bathroom, it emits the energy of a Saturday morning kids show presented by middle-aged alcoholics. HQ
Sounds great
their
to
own
me. Sign me the
podcast
fuck up.
abroad too, broadcasting in Australia, Germany, and here in the UK with a typically lower energy host with the most British name of all time.
So, anyway, I'm Derek Livingston, happy to be your host this Saturday night.
With their expansion abroad,
Is it
Russ
Prime
and
Darth?
Co were confident that
I don't
HQ
see why
was
it's such
here
a
to stay.
dumpster
He bought
fire,
a
though. It seems
gigantic bottle
fine.
of champagne that he proudly displayed in the HQ office, only to be opened when the broadcast first reached 3 million simultaneous viewers.
Oof.
But that would never happen.
Oh. Shit. What happened? DARPA
Even
take
at
him
the
down?
peak of its popularity, HQ suffered from a lot of hiccups. The glitches were still common, and they would often prevent winners from claiming the cash that they believed they were entitled to after spending 15 minutes playing a toilet time app. HQ were also forced to delay payments for up to 3 or 4 weeks.
No, I'd never
so
even
they
heard of
could
HQ
sift
trivia in
through
my
all
life.
The bots that had attempted to win the game fraudulently.
When did this come out? This was 27... Wow, that was a long video. Holy fuck. Came out in 2017, right? I don't want to spoil what happened, but let me double check. Yeah, it came out in 2017. Throughout, like, most of 2017, I was, like, super offline. Like, I didn't pay much attention to, like, popular shit. Now I do. But, and I have for the last couple of years. But, like, 2017, I went, like, full-blown Amish, where I was only using the computer, like, all the time.
People who
But
had
somehow
won
missed this shit, I
legitimately
guess.
couldn't access their funds
I didn't use
until
Twitter.
they won over $20, including that woman
What
who
else was
had
big
the
then?
viral
Vine,
victory
I think. I didn't use
sticker.
Vine.
As she explained to
My
this
friends were
gay
too old for
TV
this.
demon.
A lot of the comments were saying, girl, you don't even know, you can't get that money. Because you actually can't cash out of HQ until you have $20, which I don't have. So...
Any decently sized Discord server could also
Misery
crowdsource
Subdoom.
the questions and
Potato.
win that way. Shout out my Discord boys. As the audience grew, the game got harder and less interesting to win. Like an overplayed song on the radio or a communal fleshlight, the game was being spoilt by its overuse. As 2018 trundled on, HQ's viewership stalled and then plummeted. By the end of the year, it looked like the novelty was wearing off. But Russ and Colin
I mean, it's really, like, a good idea, though.
but the company was in need of
It's a shame they fucked it.
Many there disapproved of Russ's erratic leadership, so Colin took over as primary CEO. From there, HQ began experimenting with brave, new, exciting formats, like HQ Words, a Wheel of Fortune / Hangman ripoff hosted by Anna Roisman, who seemed to be aware
Who's that?
HQ's finances were getting a little dicey.
You know, you must have overdrawn the debit card today because you're eliminated on the game.
They also hired another self-styled comedian called Matt Richards to be the trivia game's secondary host. And he was fine. He was fine. He was all right.
Oh, shit, we're going in. Oh, fuck.
Yo, y'all want to see something funny?
Without millions of viewers, though, the app ceased to be attractive to big-name sponsors.
I like that
And
guy.
Celebrity guests were
Robert De
replaced
Niro
by
seems out of place.
worn-out celebrity impressions.
Question 15.
Robert De Niro seems very out of place.
Come on, do it. Follow me. Hurry, the Earth is ending. It's the last question. Final round.
It looked like the app was sinking as quickly as it took off. And then, tragedy struck.
Hello, HQties. Scott here.
Hey, Scott.
I was looking forward to being back on air with all of you tonight, but not under these circumstances. It is with a heavy heart that I must share some tragic news that has befallen the HQ family.
Our friend and founder, Colin Kroll, passed away unexpectedly early this morning at the age of 34.
What the fuck?
In December 2018, Colin Kroll died of an accidental overdose of cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl.
Holy shit, I didn't expect that.
Double heroin. It was a tragic loss of a genuinely talented and well-liked developer. His death devastated the company.
Jesus
especially
Christ.
because he had only taken over as CEO
Thanks for the dollar,
4 months
Winry.
before. Russ returned to his original role and doubled down on the experimental formats. Like HQ
Thanks
after
for resub
dark,
ASMR.
bonus host Matt Richards suggested a change to the original show's format. Well, actually, it was basically exactly the same, except with the addition of naughty no-no words.
What is bothering you?
Please
We
just
are-
stop. Start the game. Gummy bear for life.
Bear.
Suck my ass.
There were also 2 hosts, which added
Take
some
that, Gummy Bear.
uncomfortable sexual tension to the proceedings, and also just made the whole thing look awkward as they tried to squeeze 2 bodies into the vertical frame. And this became especially difficult when the hosts decided to show up to their job shit-faced drunk.
Here, jazz is my life.
Oh, wow.
Jazz is my life.
Vanessa Hudgens in the Princess Switch switched again.
Damn.
I like it. I like shopping.
It's your turn, right?
Oh, I also bought a.
What the fuck is happening?
Okay,
It's like a weird high school
Or in
reunion.
the case of this special Doug Benson episode, stoned out of their gourds.
But I am DB. You are DB. Those are my initials. That is true. Yeah. Oh, that's it. I was delayed as fuck. I was like, what? I was like, nice to meet you, DB. Yeah. David Blaine.
These edgy, intoxicated
This seems
shenanigans
kinda cool.
were pretty cringe. But
Disagreed.
also, it was kind of a good idea. Getting your hosts loaded is something you can't do in legacy media like TV and radio, for good reason.
I'm gonna do this one. Yeah. Okay, question number 2.
But still, they were taking advantage of their format, and I think that should be applauded. In the same way that you might applaud a drunk person at St. Patrick's Day for stealing a police horse.
Easy resub
Sadly,
Gypsy
though, all
in
this
creamy
wasn't
shorts.
enough to bring HQ's original audience back. By July 4th, 2019, downloads of the app were down 92% from what they were a year before.
Because everyone
and
owned
they were
it.
forced to fire a fifth of their staff.
Oh.
For his part, Russ doubled down, believing the key to resurrecting his tired, gimmicky app was by test driving several other gimmicks. There was HQ Tunes, a musical trivia and listening game where the music only worked for half the people playing. Not ideal. Later on,
Not
they
terrible
also
either, though.
tested an idea called HQ Drop, a spectacularly misjudged QVC clone that just seemed like an excuse to sell off stuff from the HQ office.
For the cozy holiday season, a beautiful HQ pillow. Let's roll it.
Man, this one didn't really pop very hard for them. They went from 2 million viewers to 289. That HQ pillow not hitting that hard, I gotta say. Jesus Christ.
This idea never left beta testing, presumably because future episodes would have forced them to sell off office chairs, ergonomic keyboards, and soiled coffee filters. Then
Wait, so
there
you said
was HQX. This one was a head-scratcher. It was essentially a photo assignment game where you had a very short time limit to take a photo that matched the host's prompt.
What?
After you'd done that, you were able to Tinder swipe through everyone else's submissions, and then that...
There must have been so many
decide the
dick
winner,
pics.
I think. To be honest, it wasn't clear.
I want to see
Your cock.
Baby Yoda impression.
Wait,
Swipe
what?
to the right, swipe to the left.
Baby Yoda impression? Wait, when did Mandalorian come out? When did that start? Jesus, what the fuck? This was going on, this is only like 2 years old. The first Mandalorian episode was November 12th, 2019. Damn, so this shit lasted a long time, and I never once heard about this ever in my life. I had never heard about HQ trivia. Ever.
Great pictures I'm seeing. Very close up.
They did get this cute little twink to host it, apparently
Thanks for
to
your sub,
appeal
Reven.
to a younger demographic. it didn't work. As the other way that HQX was different from what came before was that there was no cash prizes.
These
As
are
a result,
subtitles.
barely anyone tuned in. Which in retrospect, HQ should probably be thankful for, because if the internet were watching this photo assignment game, they would have received enough dick pics to turn the HQ servers into a digital glory hole. By early
True.
2019, HQ
That's what I was
scraping
thinking.
the bottom of its venture capital
Hey,
bucket.
Zuri sub 3.
And so the company had no choice but to betray its entire concept. They had the gall to introduce a subscription model,
Thanks, Zuri sub
which
White
would
Wolf
have
and
users
Corrosive.
pay $10 a month just to play
I'm sorry to hear that, White Wolf.
Words, which wasn't even popular to begin with. And naturally, they introduced microtransactions,
Oof.
giving users the ability to erase wrong answers or buy extra lives. You might ask what the difference is between buying extra lives and erasing one of your wrong answers. And, yeah, you'd be right to do that. There wasn't one. No one was going to pay money to win money, especially after they had gotten used to getting it for free. While they were taking in a small amount of money this way, the app's numbers plummeted, leaving staff flailing and demoralized. Especially after April 2019, when their beloved Quiz Daddy went out for a pack of smokes and never came back.
Oh
Scott
no,
jumped
Scott.
from the bow of HQ's sinking ship for a baseball talk show called Change Up, which was cancelled a year later. But if you've still got some Quiz
I actually
Daddy
did hear about
issues to
Change
work
Up.
out, you
You
can
can believe
still
that.
catch Scott on his YouTube channel, where he makes weird HQ-based satire pieces directed at Bill de Blasio.
Oh, hello. It is your host in the command post, Queen Antifa, Captain ACAB, defund the police Simpson, aka the original Quiz Daddy, Scott Rogowski.
Yeesh. After
Jeez.
Scott left, scrambled
Oof.
to keep the company alive. But it was all in
Oof.
vain. By Valentine's Day 2020, it was all over. Russ announced that the company was kaput on Twitter, but he wasn't going down without a fight. He assembled 2 of his remaining hosts for one last broadcast, and it was unlike any that came before.
I'm excited. Do we
fact-
have the footage?
It was beautiful.
Hit him with the shoulder. We don't care anymore, right, Anna? Man, fuck your hair is the last show ever.
If you hadn't guessed already, the
Nice.
hosts were loaded with more booze than the guests at a Russian funeral.
You know, we laughed because we had alcohol, but I'm crying on the inside because
My
this is
tears. The inside of my body is so moist right now. Let's do a gift dorp.
Gift dorp. And these
Gift
sassy
dorp.
shenanigans didn't end with mispronunciations, with the hosts actually berating Russ to his off-screen face.
Russ is an AI personality for a viral marketing campaign we created. It's an acronym for real, unsuspecting
shit.
Take that, Russ.
Didn't want them opening the bottle of champagne he'd saved for the 3 million users milestone. And in a perfect visual metaphor for the fortunes of the entire company, when Matt does open the bottle, the screen freezes and we don't get to see it.
My coat!
My iPad.
HQ went out not with a bang, but with an off-screen whimper.
No, fucking bang.
With some pretty uncomfortable sexual tension.
It's
They're not even
Brian,
playing.
Reese
None of you are even
Damper.
playing. You're here because you're the real HQ fans, or you just want to see if Matt and I blow up, which could happen.
We're gonna blow each other
up.
up.
And that was the end of HQ.
I like Matt. That guy's good.
For about a month, in March 2020, Russ announced that HQ was coming back from the dead, like some kind of trivia-spewing Christ. It had been acquired by a mystery investor who wanted the app back on screens as
Exhibits
quickly as
Don
possible.
Booty.
There's no Quiz Daddy, but Matt Richards is back and he's outrageous as ever.
Matt.
Get out of here,
His
2020.
name's Matt Dunn, I
Can't you
think.
say we don't want you anymore?
And it's still glitchy as all fuck.
All right. Again, 14,829 of y'all still in it to win it. We got question 10 coming up in under a minute. It's coming. Eventually, you know.
They're still getting celebrity
Yeah.
cameos. They're not as good, but they did secure that bitch Carol Baskins. They're still asking for money, but don't worry, they're not keeping it all. some of it's going to charity, apparently.
I'm talking about Snap, a non-profit agency improving
Prime
and
yellow?
enhancing the lives of older adults in Queens, New York.
I don't know about
It's
that.
uncertain how
Greedy
long
Postage
they'll
is just kind of
squeeze
boring.
more broadcasts out of HQ's bloated corpse. But for now, it lives on.
I can't believe that. I've never once heard of it.
Thanks for watching,
Ever.
everyone. You may have noticed that in the last few weeks, the channel has exploded like one of those beach whales that people poke on the beach, and it goes all that.
Yeah, it's
But
looking
that's a
pretty
good
good for ordinary things. Congratulations. I want to play some fucking HQ trivia now. Damn. Zarathustra performs psychic surgery. I think we've seen this. This is the guy that gropes women's tits, right? Yeah, we've seen this guy. This guy, yeah. Yeah, he's going to like the central chakra points. The old titties and of course a little ass as well, I think, if I remember correctly. Yep. Yeah, I remembered. See? Once you watch a Zarathustra psychic massage, you never forget it. It's Doctor Strange. She's trying not to laugh? Bro, she paid for it. What do you mean? She spent money on this. His psychic sessions are like $100 or some shit. This is Prime Alex in the resub Mikey and Bird. Nah, definitely not Helios. That's not really what I'm looking for. Yes, take it. Ah, you gotta suck it out. Surgery successful. Oh, never mind. Tighten the tits up a little bit. There we go. Good man. He's an expert. This was $100. Yeah, it's a bargain. Oh, little hickey. A slight incision. The negative energy is fighting back. Zarathustra is in danger. Tweak on the nipples? Yes. Yeah, we went down this whole rabbit hole. I'm very familiar with Zarathustra. Next we give sub yellow. FBI boss finds new career as a school bus driver. I mean, that just sounds wholesome. This. Mike seems nice. Pickup Artist Compilation 2016 number 2. That's awfully specific, but okay. This.
There was my little pony, my little pony.
Howdy.
Hey.
What you studying? A test. Which one?
That leather jacket's kind of slapping.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Do you want to take a ride on my
Maybe from my
motorcycle or
wife.
some shit?
My name's Glenn. Nice to meet you.
What's up, Glenn?
Cool. You said, oh, it's math.
No, MCATs.
MCATs.
It's the medical school admissions test.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I
So you're
thought it was,
kinda, like,
that's
smart,
something
right?
Cat related. but I've never heard of MCATs. You're probably a lot smarter than me, so that's probably why.
So you want to fuck or what's up with that?
Harder than SATs, but kind of like GMAT or like LSAT.
He's really striking that superhero power pose.
So you're still in high school.
I am a senior at
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
And you're going for chemistry.
Jesus Christ. Glenn.
Interesting.
Are you not
What does
receiving
that
any
entail?
information?
Like, I'm guessing some
It's
sort
like
of
NPC dialogue.
anthropology, some sort
It's
of.
like anthropology and like sociology and a lot of history related to medicine.
Very cool. What made you want to do that?
I didn't want to.
Just so we get to fuck cool guys like you, Glenn.
Are you a student?
I am kind of not. I kind of just like sneak into classes and trying to like trying to what I can. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta take a little break. Wait, that's a fucking cool line. Are you a student? No, I just kind of sneak into classes and like take upskirts of the girls and shit. Like, you know, just kind of a bad boy. I don't play by society's rules. I mean, I'm wearing a leather jacket and shit. You should have known that, bitch.
Very cool. Very cool. When's your test?
January 23rd.
Oh, está muy...
That worked out. I bet he got laid.
Gente? No, está muy... Tú está muy...
Bonita?
Hermosa. Ah, well... What are you doing?
We meet with the friends.
Hey!
Your new friend? Nuevo amigo.
No, amigo. Where are you from?
I'm English.
Ah, okay.
But I did go to Colombia.
Who's sitting? Move this goober. I'm trying to watch Casanova. Get this man's arm out of the way.
Years ago.
This giant fucking ham steak is in my way.
I like
Move.
Colombian women very much.
Really?
Yes,
Why?
and I like you.
Get the fuck out of the way!
No, I don't.
I would like to get to know you. I've just had a drink of wine. And
There
I
we
can't
go,
remember
I'm
if
back.
you told me your name.
God damn it, get the prom king out!
Diana, right. Steve.
Hey, Steve.
So you're going to a
There we go.
party now?
Yes, it's a birthday of my friend.
So you're with all your friends and...
Please resub Hell
I
in
guess it would be a
Pixel
bit weird
and
if I came
Punak
along
in
to that
Arc
party.
Madness.
It would be a bit strange.
Could be.
I don't know. What can we do?
I don't know.
Maybe we can go out another time.
Yes.
Would you like that?
So. Yes.
You have nice eyes. I can see you're nice, genuine, you know?
Yes, of course. Oh man, he's ready to kiss. He's ready to smooch.
You're so funny.
Sorry?
You're so funny.
Oh,
Because
she's
I
so
just
scared.
say what I feel, you know?
She's very scared.
Okay.
Like
It's working.
I look into your eyes and I just say what I feel like saying at that moment, you know?
Okay, thank you.
So which bar are you going to?
I don't know yet. Maybe Piccadilly.
Piccadilly.
Maybe Burger King, somewhere, anywhere, like far away.
Well, just the accent, you know?
Ah, yes, I know.
Like a British woman says it, it's not sexy at all.
But it's too much accent or no?
Here's a Brian Jinko and resub break.
Está muy bien.
That accent.
The Brian punch.
And the skirt.
Oh, she looked at the camera. We're busted. We're busted. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just taking notes. I'm sorry.
I'm very forward with you.
Oh god.
Colombian men, are they very forward as well?
Yes.
Do they come and talk to you and they like this and they're
Oh
like
god.
touching you like this?
Oh my.
Is that what they do?
It's working.
Do you like that?
I'm getting hard.
As long as you like the guy, right?
It depends.
I mean, if I was like this, like, hello.
Oh, he's going for the motorboat.
You wouldn't like it, would you?
No, I like.
You like tall
Like
men?
you, yes.
No one likes tall men. Sure.
No.
Oh! Oh!
You can give me a kiss then. Can I give you one?
Oh.
Is it too soon to kiss? Is it too soon to kiss each other?
Yes.
That's sexual
We
assault.
don't know each other.
Oh.
I'm very persistent, aren't I?
Yes, very rapey, very scary. Oh my. Give me a second there. My God, Jesus Lord, oh God. Okay, exit tier 1. pro post? I couldn't tell you, Grinds. That was informative. That's how you speedrun prison time, I think.
Fortavask is an innocent man.
Thanks for the 25, Chris. Thanks for the fat 25. I can't click links. What do you mean this video changes everything? Thanks for some Panda Rose. I literally can't click links. Just tell me what it's called. Just put it in the chat.
You're very, how do you say, cute?
Oh, thank you.
Cute, you know that? I'm Matt.
Is this Chris Angel?
My name is Komachi.
Komachi?
Yeah.
Ah, nice to meet you, Komachi.
Yeah.
I like your rings.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, hold on, let me, I know
Chris Angel's
a
so
little bit
fucking
of
cool. This is
Japanese.
not Chris Angel.
Bungo
But he's trying to steal his
Ashite.
style.
Okay? Not awkward at all? Tonight? Nice to meet you. We do a hug. Hug? Hug.
Nice.
All right, bye.
We did it. Oh man, he's on a rampage.
Corey.
Call you? Okay.
Okay.
I'll call you. And we'll go to, we'll go to space station. You have little hands.
Here.
Yeah, I do.
You're a local here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. How do you like living in Vegas?
It's kind of shitty. I've been here my whole life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is going well.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a lot of fun to be here. I mean, I guess I think it's a lot of fun to be
Well,
here.
yeah, to visit, but
Yeah.
not to like live.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, cool. Pretty fucking
Do you
cool.
work around here? No, you just.
Where can I find you? Like,
Shopping.
Oh. Okay.
also, do you walk to your car alone at night?
What are you doing tonight?
I'm going to 2 Chainz.
Weird
concert.
question, I know.
Which
I'm
one?
just curious.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz. Where's that?
It's at Hard Rock.
Oh, okay. I was going to Excess tonight. Do you go there a lot?
Sometimes. The clubs, you know, I've been in the clubs.
Yeah.
So I kind of get sick of
Is there
it.
some Icarus
okay.
and Little?
All right. All right. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Hey, congrats. That was good. You did a wonderful job. Oh, this is. Oh my God! It's like Cloverfield.
Yeah?
It's
I know it's
POV.
so random, but I thought you
Oh,
were
no.
attractive, and I wanted to come say hi to you.
Thank you.
This. Oh God, this is uncomfortable.
Nice to meet you, Claudia. Come here.
Chef Fortavask
1,
is an innocent
2,
man.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What the fuck is that? What is happening? What is that?
9, 10. Whoa, you're hugging me back.
He's bear hugging her.
I know that's
Okay.
random, and I'm gonna take off right now. All right. Okay. Peace.
What the fuck was that? Like a WWE move?
Wow.
Who was that guy? Did they credit the author there? I would love to see more from this felon. Does anyone know who this was? That was some deplorable shit. This is a guy that I've reacted to before. Which pickup artist is this? Because I've never seen this one. If it's someone I know, it's someone I've never seen this video in particular from. It's in the description. No. There's a tier 1 Turtle Toost in the resub. Bapple, Cat, Pei, and Ace. I know what goalball is, Ponage. It's in I believe it's in the Special Olympics. I saw it on Twitter. It seems like a pretty cool thing. The Real Conspiracy. This Real Conspiracy changed products forever. I think we've seen that. Thanks to the Prime Snack. So no one knows who that is? Is this not famous? Oh no, it's not. Which one is it? Is it the Veritasium one? Because that's not the... It's not the video you just said. But I'm pretty sure I've seen this one. Thanks to Resub Young. There was one time a man demanded I take his umbrella and then stood in the pouring rain and made me put my number in his phone. Cool. Thanks to the 2 gift subs, Turtle Toost. He definitely watches Hallmark movies. It is the Veritasium one? Okay, I'll check that out in a minute. I'm kind of in this rabbit hole. So no one knows who this guy was? Let me see in another compilation. Maybe we can identify him. Give me 1 second though. I'm gonna go say goodnight to Tiana. I think she just went to bed. Thanks to Prime Blue. 1 sec. I'm fucking back. Who's ready to get laid? Thanks for the gift sub, Regal. I like them both on both, Akira.
It was my little pony, my little pony.
Thanks, resub, Last God.
Hi. You love London?
Who doesn't, am I right?
I'm Daniel.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Daniel.
I like you.
Why?
You look very, like, I'm attracted to you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Do you like me?
Do you want to get married?
I don't know you either. Is this creepy or?
A tad.
Like, extremely, actually.
Because it was very hard for me to talk to girls when I was growing up and, like, until
Oh,
recently.
oh, shit!
My diet. And so.
Wait, it's this
now I have
Daniel.
way less anxiety.
I know
And
this
I can,
Daniel.
Like, talk to anyone I want, and it's so fun. Like, it's just, I didn't know you could be this happy, like, talking to people, you know? Yeah.
And that's why you record your conversations with them?
Yeah, because there's a lot of people, guys, who are in the same boat as I was, like, that are too scared. Like, how many guys approached you today?
It's been a long time since we've seen his content.
Other than, like, homeless people asking for spare change.
Today, none.
None?
Yeah, because I've been indoors all day. I have.
Oh my god. I like you so much.
Oh.
Like, I'm getting, like, turned on.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Because I say what's on my mind. I don't overanalyze things. You know? It's so, I feel so free. This is awesome. This is so awesome.
Well, I totally understand the need to speak your mind and like the.
Yeah, this guy used to have like 5-hour-long videos doing this. Long time ago.
Level of respect and appropriateness that has to be taken into consideration.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's so epic though. These videos, like, they love them. The people love them. But there's a lot of haters also.
He's the Prime Bandy and
It's
the
like,
resub Befriend and
I mean, I'm not breaking any laws.
Book.
I can record whoever I want unless they tell me not to.
I mean,
think
coming up to a girl telling her that she makes you hard is like sexual
I
harassment.
want to like touch you right now.
Oh my.
Like, I want to be all over you, you know? Like red on that cup. Like red on that heart, you know? Like white on rice, you know?
Oh my fucking god.
Your
He's got a silver tongue.
His acting right now is very calm compared to most people. Like most people like just ignore me or like get out, like stop recording me and stuff.
Thanks for your sub minutes.
Very like I like girls. I mean, there was one the other day that same thing, right? Was able to just talk calmly, you know.
Whatever happened to this guy? Does anyone remember what happened to that guy? It's been years since I've seen his stuff. I would imagine has to be in prison. Doesn't seem like there's any follow-up. Damn, no one has any follow-up? Yeah. His channel, though, used to have like 5-hour-long videos doing that to like every girl that he ever saw. It was really disturbing stuff. Thanks, Risa Blitzed in the Prime Tropic. And the Risa Blazy. Nick Crowley made a video on him? Really? What's that one called? I've never seen that one. What's it called? Why do people keep saying he's on TikTok? I highly doubt that. Dan Silly. Oh my god, that was his name. Oh my god, he is on TikTok. Wait, what the fuck? No way. What? Hold on. I need to see this for myself. Oh, it looks like he's been banned. Let me see. Do they show his TikTok account? Maybe it's just a different name.
Here on my channel, we've spent a great deal of time exploring the vast depths of YouTube, discovering a plethora of dark content along the way. But when it comes to other video sharing platforms, there is one in particular that I have yet to fully dive into, despite it quickly becoming one of the most popular social media sites in the world. TikTok currently homes over 689 million active monthly users, a number that is poised to grow even larger as time goes on, as it's captured the attention of the younger generation. At the moment, the overwhelming majority of the users on TikTok are currently below the age of 30, a statistic that doesn't even fully paint the picture, as according to a report in late 2020, TikTok had revealed that over a third of its users in the United States were below the age of 14.
What the fuck is his TikTok
that being
name?
the minimum age for signing up. It's clearly beloved by millions of kids all across the world. But where there are children, there will always be those waiting to prey on them. We've seen it already before, most infamously when a user named the Bidet rose through its ranks before being exposed for
Wait, I remember this guy
attempting to
too.
groom underage girls, having been caught sending lewd videos
His name was
to
the
multiple
Bidet?
minors. In the years since, Buddy has become the most well-known predator in TikTok's short history. But he's far from the only one. In fact, as I speak, there is another user lurking on the site, following in his footsteps. And to make the whole situation even more disturbing, it's a man that has graced this channel once already. Before we get too far into this, I want to first thank today's sponsor, Wicked Clothes,
come on, just tell me his
an apparel
TikTok
company
account.
who think you.
I like you.
Actually, he's Nick probably wouldn't do that. What is his TikTok? I genuinely can't imagine that he has any success on TikTok. His content is absolutely like repulsive, like revolting stuff, even for TikTok standards. I'm not skipping. We're just gonna go back to the other one and then touch on that. Oh, this Real Conspiracy changed products forever, and the YouTube is Crisp, and these donations have come from Crisp. So you've been paying the self-promo, man. We don't do that. Okay, so you did get banned on TikTok, that's why I can't find it. Damn, that's crazy. I remember finding his channel back in, it must have been like 2016, I'd say, on the cringe subreddit, because everyone found Dan all at once. It's like genuinely disturbing stuff. He said he wanted to make one to get a 14-year-old bride. That sounds like Dan. Dan Silly ITLP. Okay. I'll check one more time and then go back to this. Let me see. No, this is just one with zero videos, zero anything. I mean, I guess it could be him.
Hi. Can I tell you something? Yes. I see you.
Where?
So cute.
Sorry? Sorry, see me where?
I was on elevator, go down elevator, and
then?
I see you. So cute.
Alright, so you just tell me, Ollie?
So, you're fucking weird. Alright, I'm out.
Little Thai.
You can speak Thai?
Little.
A bit?
Sawadita, Kapun Kat, and Aroy.
I don't know Thai very well, but that didn't sound right.
Yeah. You speak good English.
Yeah, because I'm studying English and my work is about English.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your work?
Banking.
Banking. In my country, England, we say that bankers are very mean people.
What a good way to flirt. Hey, you're a banker, you fucking harpy.
I see you on elevator, we're going down elevator, and I say to David, I want to talk to that girl.
You want to talk to me? About what?
Because you know rap.
Hey guys, I just saw you all were adorable.
God.
You guys have a good
Prime
night.
Skeleton, Resub Nathan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You guys
Glenn!
from China.
Yes.
What's up, Glenn?
Cool. How long you guys been here? In the States?
We're sorry, but we have to go.
Okay.
So we're sorry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Have a great night.
Oh, the fingerless gloves didn't work?
I'm just fucking with you guys. Where are you guys going?
Home.
Already?
Yeah.
Bro, these are high
The party hasn't even
schoolers.
started yet.
Yeah.
Bro, these kids look like out of Hey Arnold.
It was that bad.
Not really. We should get going.
Absolutely. It's green light. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, there's weird people out there. Be careful.
Here we are above the stadium. Mark is doing his YouTube prank. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give him instructions
Thanks
in
to
his
Prime
ear,
Squid
and he has
and the
to,
Resub
like,
King.
talk to girls and get their numbers. It's gonna be
This
really
is
fun.
this is
Try
manufactured
this, okay?
cringe.
Mark, where are you? Kawa kawaii desu.
One more time.
Oh damn, that's how they finish it. Unlucky. Is there any more? Fuck, I'm deep in this rabbit hole again. This is how it happens every time. Oh, it's just like, this guy just does nothing but cringe compilations. Holy shit. I just want to see the pickup artist stuff, man. Oh, here we go, number 3.
There was my little pony, my little...
It is Cringe Planet. Oh, I didn't even look at the name. Oh, true. That makes more sense.
I approve. Hey, how's it going?
Ooh, rough.
Totally rejected.
Damn, your fucking motorcycle
number
didn't
one.
work.
You want?
Go ahead, filled up after you come, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
I just $10.
10?
Yeah, number 1.
He's like celebrating it, like I scared her away.
Do you watch YouTube?
What?
Oh wow, totally rejected. Yeah, just keep walking.
What do you mean? Like what the fuck?
Can I kiss you?
Oh, this one's just a classic. We've all seen that. I think that guy's a fucking pussy slang stud.
But I want you guys to make some noise for Mike DC right now. Get it loud!
Oh, this is a DMCA risk, but Mike DC kind of slaps. I made a whole video on this rap.
You're still asleep.
Yep.
I know, right?
Hey, RuneScape.
Only if we could. Sleep is so good. Sleep. People don't get enough sleep.
Is she advertising real world trading?
Right now.
Yeah, I could so tell. I could so tell that you're sleeping. I must be speaking to an automated recorder.
Oh,
It's
this
like
is
AI today. is
Alicia,
working,
right?
Nope, you're actually part of my nightmare.
I'm part of your nightmare. Am I a monster in your nightmare?
Bro, I'm gonna come. That was so smooth.
Alright, well here it is, man. This is the thing, I'm gonna go freak out of my office and get fired.
Washington State Patrol. Mr. Washington.
Hey, Zarisub Coochie.
Hey man, tell a person to fuck off. Fuck
What?
that person.
What is...
Fuck that person.
What is happening?
Fuck that person. Fuck this person too.
This isn't even a pickup
You're
artist.
not talking to anybody. Fuck who you're talking to. Fuck who you're talking to.
What is going on?
Fuck who this guy's talking to too. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Hey man, fuck who you talking to, right?
Are you?
I told you, this is it. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, fuck who you talking to. Fuck who you talking to.
You should honestly probably leave it.
Yeah.
What is happening? What am I watching? Is this the Joker? What is going on?
Yeah.
Like the inbred Joker? What is going on?
Watch this, Kelly. Just watch.
Sir, could you step
Oh,
away
this
from
is random cringe. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't read the title. It said number 3 and I thought it was pickup artist cringe. I was wondering what the fuck was happening. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, that's my bad. I thought we were still watching pickup artist cringe. We truly do live in a society. Jesus. Okay, let it ride.
Okay, could you step away from me, please? I'm asking very nicely.
Your reach is far enough to me.
Okay, could you step away from me,
No,
please?
I think you're far.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Okay, you're about ready to be
suckle on his
arrested.
fingers.
Step
Am I?
away from me, please.
That'd scare him.
Kelly,
Step away from
Kelly,
me,
just
please.
watch him.
All right?
Watch him, Kelly. His.
Okay, sir, I've asked
Touch
you
me.
to step away
I
from
dare
me.
you to touch me.
Touch him.
I dare you to
Touch him.
About ready to be
I
arrested.
dare you to
Titty
touch
twister!
me. Touch me.
Titty twister!
Touch me.
All
I
right?
dare you to fucking touch me. I dare you to touch me. Touch
Could
me.
you step away from me, please?
No, I will stand right here on the fucking sidewalk, public sidewalk, and I dare you to goddamn touch me.
Sir,
I
you
fucking
have
dare you.
nothing-
No,
you
fuck
have
you,
no
dude.
idea.
Double dog dare him and he has to. It's a cheat
You have
code.
no idea.
He touched you.
Keep your hands out of
Touch
my
me.
face.
He just did. He just fucking did.
Touch me.
Could you stay?
All of this is being recorded. Touch you right now.
Touch him again.
No, motherfucker. I'm not going to go to jail. Touch me.
Stay away from
Even
me.
his friend is trying to help him.
Touch me. Touch me right now.
Now, right now I'm dealing with the other gentleman here. You're hindering and delaying. No, I don't.
I'm
shake hands with
He-
you.
What is that?
I'm not.
He went for some
shaking hands.
daps.
What did you just say?
I'm gonna ask you.
I'm
I said-
hindering an investigation?
No.
Are you
I'm
serious?
dealing with this gentleman here. I'm going to ask you to step away. Thank you.
This is the most patient cop ever.
A law enforcement
I'm asking you to step away.
You are not a
Thank
law
you.
enforcement officer. Do you understand?
Step away from
Do you
me.
understand that you are not?
Step away
No,
from
don't
me.
At this point, let the other guy go and arrest this
Do not
guy.
touch me. Do you understand that you are not a law enforcement investigator?
220. Could you start me at
Fuck
13?
you.
Step away from me.
Fuck you, bitch. If you hit me like that again, I will fuck you up. Do you understand that?
Step away from
Do
me.
not fucking touch me, bitch.
Step away from
Don't
me. You're
fucking
under arrest.
Oh, we got him. We got him. Foot chase. Let's go, Officer Touch.
Türkmen dediği Yunus Emre,
Oh.
Mevlana
I didn't get to see the end.
Hazretlerinden önce o toplantıya davet edilmiş ve der ki ne kadar manevi toplantıya katıldıysam
What am I watching? What the fuck is this?
ayak izini önümde gördüm diyor. Yani Mevlana Hazretlerinin bile aşık olduğu aman yarabbi ne konuşuyorum.
Oh, it's a mushroom. Oh, that's super cute. That's wholesome. I actually also thought it was a mic, to be honest. I was like, what the fuck is happening? This is a big mic. Okay. That was cute. What a cute way of finishing that. Thanks for some Orphan, Colt Dog, Trench, and Sizzle. The 10-second hug guy? Oh, someone said that it's the good-looking loser, right? Apparently that's a big channel or something. This is the guy who did the 10-second hug, apparently? I don't really know. But it looks like it's more just like podcasting stuff now, so I'm not really interested. I do want to see this, though.
I like you.
This is about Dan.
What's your name? What's your name? Huh? What's your name?
The Downtown LA Predator, the now notorious nickname for a man named Dan Silly. And if you think that name says a lot about who he is, what's even more telling is who gave it to him, as he wasn't just dubbed this across the web. Instead, he came up with a nickname himself, and he wears it proudly. Dan would leave his mark on the city of Los Angeles, as he'd spend the vast majority of his time roaming the streets, accosting every and any woman that would cross his path, gaining him infamy in the area as a person to avoid at all costs, specifically for women. But it wasn't just LA that he would leave his mark on. In fact, this channel has forever been changed because of him, as he'd be the inspiration for and the first page discussed in YouTube's darkest channels.
I don't remember him covering
Throughout
it.
his page that simply
It's been a
went
while
by
since I've seen
Dan
it.
Silly, he would document his journey of trying to pick up women, with tactics that ranged from incredibly cringy to straight up harassment.
Why are you ignoring me? Why exactly are you being, like, tired of being sexualized? Like, isn't it good to, like, be valued for something?
His approach
God, yeah, this
was
guy's so
always
fucking
creepy,
weird.
with most ending up with the
Shit,
women
I
he
forgot how
accosts
bad it
being
was.
very uncomfortable, leading some to call the police and even to run away. And for most of these women, you could see a genuine fear in their eyes, as Dan was clearly unhinged, never taking no for an answer. And as it turns out, they had good reason to be afraid. Throughout his channel, he would have moments where he would open up about his feelings on women and society, at one point saying that America had become too safe for women.
In this place, the place is too safe with police. In other countries, it's way less safe. In order to get a bodyguard man, you know, that will protect you, you need to be a good woman. You need to act well. But in here the women don't need to act well, so therefore they're disgusting.
But by far, one of the most chilling moments captured came when he would admit that he believed consent was just a myth.
Why not? Because we don't give you consent. You don't have to. I mean, I don't need consent. Right? That's a myth.
It was no wonder why people, including Dan himself, referred to him as a predator, as his actions and his personal beliefs made him someone that honestly should be feared. I mean, he wants the world to be less safe for women. He wants them more vulnerable. And couple this with the fact that he doesn't believe in consent and has a clear obsession with sex. Well, it's a melting pot of disturbing ideology that made me seriously question what this man
damn, it's
would
been
and
so
could be
long
capable
since
of
I've seen
doing.
like a Dan Silly
I figured
video.
It was only a matter of time that he would actually do the unthinkable, an idea that he even mentioned as something that he thought of often.
Because I literally do feel like freaking like destroying these women when I accost them. My reptilian brain like literally feels like attacking these women.
Fuck.
Just like strangling them and stuff, like honestly. And making them submit to me. I feel like these women, like, seriously, you know?
It was all concerning enough, but things would be further escalated to a whole other level once you start to realize that many of the girls Dan would approach were just that, girls, young girls. And even when Dan would clearly know that they were in fact underaged, it never stopped him.
I imagine he has to be in jail by now, right?
Sorry, I don't want to touch you because, sorry. Or do you want to touch me? It's okay if you... Sorry. I love you.
Dan Silly is a lot of things.
Thanks for the resub,
Creep,
Aspen,
an
and get some
incel,
trench.
a predator, and, most importantly, a registered sex offender, currently listed as a high risk to reoffend, something that made this whole channel just that much darker.
How long ago was
It would be
that?
revealed that Dan had been arrested for inappropriately filming and accosting a 15-year-old girl, filming her backside and posting it to YouTube, despite knowing that she wasn't of age. But even after
How
all
long
this
ago was that?
information came out, Dan was still allowed to openly post on his channel, continuing his wave of disturbing content.
Did it say
even
2017? I didn't see
garnering
the
over
date.
2,000 subscribers, with many of whom being legitimate fans of him, his beliefs, and his actions.
He
The
kind of looks like
situation-
the guy from Happy Gilmore when he gets the nail in his head. So I found, like I said, I found this guy's content back in like 2016 when it kept getting posted on the Cringe subreddit when I used to go on there pretty often. This dude's shit, like, it was always super weird and creepy, but I never knew he was like an actual danger to women. Like, everyone would just make fun of how like cringy he was, all assuming he was just a really misguided pickup artist gone wrong. I had no idea it was this deep.
The situation and the page as a whole was extremely concerning, and by the time I had covered Dan's channel, he would further plummet off the deep end, posting videos about how he locked eyes with a 15-year-old girl, along with even more disturbing uploads of him fantasizing about minors. And as my investigation ended, I was left unsure of what would happen to not only him, but the Dan Silly channel as well, as YouTube's guidelines have been rapidly changing to protect kids on the site. And you would think that a registered sex offender openly discussing how attractive he found literal children wouldn't be allowed. However, his channel would actually remain live and active for months following that video, and it wouldn't be until over half a year later, on the 13th of February 2021, that Dan's channel would finally be terminated. With YouTube free of this blatant predator, it seemed that Dan would fall off the internet for good, as months would seemingly pass with no news on his whereabouts. But the other day, out of morbid
Thanks, you said
curiosity,
piggly
I decided
jiggly.
to look around and see if there's been any updates surrounding Dan, half expecting him to have landed in prison by now. Though instead, what I found was far more disheartening, as much to my surprise, he had quietly made his return to the online landscape, this time setting his sights on the kid-ridden platform, TikTok. Yes, the site literally full of minors
Oh, that was
is now
his
being
TikTok.
frequented by Dan Silly. An idea that's made even more terrifying as he's continued posting his bizarre ramblings there. Only this time, he's been even more upfront about his thoughts and his feelings.
Okay, everyone needs to get married and to a virgin girl who's underage and produce as many babies as naturally are produced as a result of having sex.
Wow, what a
It's
philosopher.
shocking, even for him, admitting that his key to happiness is sleeping with literal children, as he believes every girl should be married and reproducing by the age of 14. And every man, regardless of how much older they may be, should be pursuing relationships and marriage with these 14-year-old girls, the age that he believes they are most pure. And if you just couple this with some of his older content,
Jesus
it seems very
Christ.
clear that Dan is out there actively looking for a 14-year-old girl for himself. And it's important to remember that this isn't some kind of elaborate troll. This wasn't made as a joke. This is Dan's legitimate mindset. In fact, he's so serious about this lifestyle of dating and marrying young girls that he's actively trying to start his own cult-like community with like-minded people.
He's on the wrong platform for that. He should go to Twitter.
This is the
They're like
start
super open
of
about
us
that shit.
building a healthy and happy community.
On his LinkedIn, he says, "I need help to build a Disneyland-like, polygamous, maximally reproductive, gated community. The community will emphasize teen marriage. It should be within Nevada because the age of consent is 16 there." And his delusional ramblings would go on from there, further proving how disconnected Dan really is. And it's this man who is now on an app full of underage children, while openly looking for
I really
an underage
think you
girl
shouldn't
for
be
himself,
allowed on
for
TikTok
him to date, or
after
for
the
him to
age of like
marry.
20.
Leading one to wonder if
Just
he went
kick
to
you off.
TikTok for the sole purpose of finding young girls to groom, as surely he would at least be somewhat aware of the age demographics on the site. But though his potential motive for joining TikTok may seem extremely malicious, it's unfortunately impossible to just assume his intentions. And besides, maybe he just joined the platform because he had been shunned off of YouTube. Maybe. Or maybe not. Upon the deletion of Dan's initial channel, he would make his return to the site just a few weeks later, being overlooked and unnoticed by most. It's a channel that I only became aware of a few weeks ago, and literally just a few days after I found it, YouTube
Children
would step
shouldn't
in
be on
and remove
TikTok.
the page
Yeah, but TikTok is
before I could
literally made for
download its
kids.
contents. But to
All
give
the
you a
big
recap
content is
of
actual
what I
kids
saw,
content.
Dan had posted a video expressing his desire
actual
for
babies,
meeting a girl
like
around
sub
the age
10.
of 12, dating her and becoming acclimated to her family.
It's
While
already made
building a
itself known
relationship
as like
throughout the
the
next 2
platform
years,
for kids.
before he would eventually ask the girl's parents for her hand in marriage. And in this clip, he literally described how he would groom not only a young girl, but her parents as well, essentially manipulating everyone involved into allowing him to marry this hypothetical child. It was honestly sickening, but it wasn't even the worst one, as there was one more video that immediately stood out, to the point that I couldn't help but save it just in case, with its title being, "Let's Get TikTok Famous and Attract Underage Virgin Girls."
Jesus Christ, Dan.
Make this video because I want to make videos on TikTok.
Nice use of topographic.
Obviously,
And thanks, Thrill the Will. Hope you're doing well, man.
go
Thank you for
viral
that.
and famous. So that I personally, because from my own desire, obviously the reason why I want to become famous is for a reason. I mean, not just to make money, but to become seen in the eyes of girls, of underage girls, virgin underage girls who watch TikTok, because a lot of teenagers are on TikTok as compared to Facebook or YouTube.
In the clip, Dan tells us how he wants to gain a following on TikTok because he knows it's full of minors. And once he becomes famous, he then wants to use that fame and power in order to meet these girls and eventually marry one of them.
We want to appeal to that demographic and we want to become famous so that there's for me at least, there's an underage virgin girl who I can marry.
God,
Dan
Jesus
is literally
Christ,
openly
Dan.
admitting in this video that he is looking for young girls to groom on TikTok. He wants to find them, appeal to them, and groom them to marry. And this is from his own mouth. He's not
Maybe
even
he
trying
became
to hide
possessed
any
by the
this,
spirit of
even admitting
Jeffrey
that This is
Epstein.
the only reason he was joining TikTok in the
Maybe
first
that is
place.
what's going on.
All I care about is getting the attention
Maybe
of
probably
underage
Michael.
girls who are healthy.
Dan's intent at this point isn't even speculation. We know why he's here, which makes this account perhaps the most dangerous that I've ever come across. A sex offender who doesn't believe in consent and who is now actively searching for a 14-year-old wife on TikTok and talking about it as if there's nothing wrong with these desires, believing in it so much that he's trying to start his own community around the idea of legalized pet. And though he
Tier
comes
1
off
king
as an
cringe.
obvious creep, and it seems that no one would ever fall for this, he's already said that
Already
he's
said
willing
Dirk.
to make any type of content necessary to make his dream a reality.
So I'll do whatever it takes to combine different memes or different songs, popular music into our videos and do parodies or whatever every single day to just optimize and try different videos, be creative in different ways. And
You too
try
old
and
for
try and
TikTok
try.
though, man.
And
Like it
in
would never
reality,
work.
all it takes is one child to buy in, for a life to be forever changed for the worse. And we all know that when we were 12, 13, 14 years old, we didn't always make the best decisions. And for many of us, that's the most vulnerable and easily manipulated time in all of our lives, making the idea of Dan actually finding a minor willing to date him something that, unfortunately, is a real possibility, especially if he's able to grow a following on TikTok. Dan Silly is and will continue to be a danger to society. And though law enforcement is certainly aware of his online behavior, it seems they won't be stepping in until, God forbid, one day he crosses that line. An idea that is anything but far-fetched. So for now, I think our best option is to try and limit his online presence, to essentially stop him before he's able to successfully find a minor. So if you believe this account poses a legitimate threat to the young girls across TikTok, then please report him and let TikTok know.
Yeah, I'm
Though,
sure
as
TikTok will
evidence
do
from the
something.
removal of his YouTube channel, Dan's TikTok page being banned likely won't be the end of him, as he always seems to find a way back. So for now, keep an eye out for him, and any new accounts that he may make in the future, not just on TikTok but all across the web, and report them if you feel like they pose a legitimate threat. And also let me know too, whether it be on Twitter or through my email, as I want to make sure his online behavior isn't going unchecked and unnoticed. Because the moment
Literally
we take our
9
eyes
followers,
off of
so
him
little reach.
could be the moment
Like you said, it
that
only
he
takes
finally
one.
snaps.
Also, he's at
I
280.
want to give a big thank you again to Wicked Clothes
checked
for
a minute
making
ago.
content like
When I first pulled up the video, I checked it, and then it was like 280, but he has no videos on there. So I assume that wasn't like his actual one, but I guess it is. It's still up. Yeah, pretty fucked. I had no idea it was that dark with that guy. Thanks to Tier 1 Landoom and 2 gift subs Turtle Toost. Why can't our justice system do something about people like this before they do something? I don't know, man. Look at like the Nicholas Cruz, I think that was his name, the school shooter guy, right? Didn't they have like 1 million reports that this guy is going to shoot up a school? And then he did, and they never did anything to stop it. It's just one of those things. They just like don't act until it's already happened. It's the same thing with stalking. Like stalking is something they never take seriously until the person acts like aggressively. Like all they'll do is say like, yeah, you're getting stalked. We'll tell them not to, you know, be within 100 feet of you. Probably don't have the resources to check out everyone. Yeah, that's probably has something to do with it. I couldn't tell you. I'm not in that field. But I feel like when there's so much genuine evidence, like for the school shooting, that it was going to happen, they probably could have acted on something like that, especially something that high profile. And something in Dan's case here, where there is multiple mountains worth of proof of him trying to solicit minors to fuck him. I think there's probably plenty to act off of, I would think. Or at the very, very least, look into. Plus, this guy is already a sex offender. A literal registered sex offender. Innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, but... see, there's a difference between that and, like... I hate to bring this up, but I think it's a really good example. I remember the story Anita told about her delusional stalker, that awful situation she went through, where the guy would literally show up with weapons, and no matter how many times she would report it, they wouldn't do anything because he hadn't done anything yet. Because he hadn't, like, actually killed her or, you know, stabbed her. Like, there's a certain level of innocent until proven guilty. When there's so much evidence like this is a dangerous person, they intend to do this, you could absolutely, at the very least, investigate it and maybe take action before a tragedy occurs. So I don't believe that whole innocent until proven guilty when it comes to something like that. There's absolutely a level where you can at least investigate and determine whether or not it's a legitimate threat that is going to be acted upon, most likely. Thanks to some booty hole, red hex, sway, and nup in Tier 1 pooper. And in Dan Silly's case, this is a guy that is never going to stop trying to fuck a child. He will continuously try and fuck a child forever. Clearly. That's shame. That's a real fucking shame, man. That is sad. That is fucking sad. Thanks to resub Phoenix in moisture. Check out the worst line reading ever. What's that? There's gonna be like a... this? Why do you keep saying LSF, please? I never do, like, Reddit recaps. I'm always worried about, like, titties and cock showing up. Why, is there something crazy on LSF right now?
My husband is having an affair with your wife. I don't think we should talk about it. Does your pet kill them?
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God!
That seemed pretty good to me. Don't know why it's called the worst line reading ever. Thanks to Prime Seago. Seen it already, Boopy? Oh, you recommended it twice. Sorry, you didn't have to do that, man. But I've already seen that. It sounded lazy? No, it sounded pretty passionate to me. It sounded pretty fucking good, actually. You could really see it start to weigh on him. You guys aren't actors. I don't know how many of you know this, but I was in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. I understand good acting when I see it. And that right there was pretty high quality acting. Thanks for some goof in the prime jump. You're just not picking up on the subtle vicissitudes that he's able to really like put into his lines. Thanks to Prime Bygert. Have you seen the third Yeah. I'm familiar with the multiverse going on. Thanks to Prime Connor. I think it's fucking cute. Can we do some slapped ham? Not tonight. And yeah, I'll probably do more GTA Remaster. Check out the best train driver announcement. What's up? Thanks to Resub Romney. This?
Train calls there. Banner. Mitcham Eastfield. Mitcham Junction. Hackbridge. Carshall. Sutton. Chew. Ewell East. And finally, Epsom.
I feel like we're in a VR game.
The ambassador would like to apologise, but unfortunately, the
Here's some Ferrero
Rocher have run out this evening. But he is spoiling you by giving you 8 coaches and 620 seats. I know there's not many of us on the train this evening, so if you can space yourself out and make the train look a bit more busy. Unfortunately, though, we've got no toilets, no air conditioning, no first class, and a trolley service of drinks and light refreshments will not be provided.
What? Am I just listening to an actual fucking announcement on a train?
On the train, please keep an eye on all your important items. If you are thinking of having a little snooze, then sit back and relax. Do keep hold of your items as well.
What the fuck is this? Just a normal announcement.
You notice, anyone suspicious on the train, please report them to a member of staff. Or you can report it on Twitter. You could try the Ghostbusters, but I don't think they're available this time of night. Wherever you are going to be.
Okay. Did they like the party, I guess? Thanks to Resub C and Smoothie and Neutral. I have Croissant. I've kept up with the multiverse. Of course we've seen the... I watched the ear pulling championship like 2 years ago. That was like one of the first weird sports we found on stream. Fastest time to eat a banana? Let's see. With no hands. Oh, hey, wait, this is the burrito champion. This is the lady that ate like 45 burritos. That's an exaggeration. She ate like 6 burritos in like 20 seconds. She's still crushing these food records?
So today we're going to be attempting the official Guinness World Record title for the fastest time to eat a banana with no hands. The current record is 37 seconds. And
oh, that's
today
slow.
I'm
what?
Try and beat that time.
I could beat that
it's
shit.
Ambitious, but I think you can do it. In front of me here, I have a banana.
I eat a banana a day. I've been training for this.
And it's also a minimum of 120 grams. Can't use my hands. My hands are going behind my back. Suddenly not feeling very confident anymore, but we'll...
I'm assuming you can't peel it, right?
Trying to work out what's the best method.
You have to attack it from the ass.
Bite.
Nope. Ass.
Okay.
Ass side and it all falls apart.
Okay.
Amateur. Rookie. What is this, her first banana?
2, 1. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Come on.
This technique is awful.
That's it. There we go. Good go. Good go.
If you just hit it from the back, you would have been able to get into the banana immediately.
That's it. Yeah.
Pretty impressive once you got the
I
actual
can't believe
meat,
you
though.
did that.
That's pretty quick.
Oh my god. The first chunk didn't go as I wanted it to because I bit this part off. It was meant to tear up the banana, but it didn't. Second time we bit into
This is a tier 1 Lego movie.
this poor banana. We bit into it, but still didn't do what we needed to do. And I think the banana flipped. Can we get a slow-mo on that?
It did flip. Yeah, you kick flipped it.
The banana flipped, and we managed to grab this to pull
Wait, how does
off.
it go for 451?
Do I think I can improve this process?
Oh.
Yes, absolutely. Am I very content? Yes, I very much am. Today,
there's
we're
more.
going to be attempting the official Guinness World Record title for the fastest time to eat a head of lettuce. Now, the current record is 1 minute 30 something, and so today we need to smash it in a quicker time than that.
Let's go, Chuck.
Man. There's some kangaroo out there that's so jealous. Pretty impressive work, Leah. Don't forget the crumbs. I bet that tasted like nothing. Nice.
That was really difficult because I felt like I had it all in my mouth. And then I couldn't swallow it. But yeah.
Thanks for the
got
prime,
that.
dim nuts.
Going to be attempting the
Thank
Guinness
you,
World
Dan.
Record
Thanks for the long time
title for the
watching.
most almonds eaten in 1 minute. The current record is 32.
32?
One.
The normal serving size for almonds is 28. You're telling me the world record was only 4 more almonds than the normal serving size? That's actually nothing. Wait, I could absolutely smash... Well, depending on what Leah does here, she might just house like 4 boxes worth, but that's actually nothing. Can't almonds kill you? Can they? That's the first I heard of that. I also eat almonds every day. What is it? Almond poisoning? What? Almonds contain cyanide. What do you know? I mean, apples also contain a little bit of cyanide too, but with the amount of almonds I eat, this is actually a little bit concerning. How much cyanide are we talking here? I mean, like none? This is, that's a bit of an eye-opener. Like, almonds are super good for you, if you exclude the cyanide part. Thanks to resub T. Crins and AIDS and the gift sub Moby Huge. I never fucking knew this. For the average size male, more than 1,000 individual sweet almonds, which I imagine most of the store-bought ones are, would need to be eaten in a single day for there to be any real risk of cyanide poisoning. And even then, the risk would be minimal since the body processes cyanide quite quickly. Typically, any cyanide taken in by your body will be eliminated within 24 hours, so the daily intake of sweet almonds is not only safe, but encouraged. On the high end, I would say I eat between 100 to 150 almonds a day. Now, let's assume that it takes the upper limit of the body to digest that, so 24 hours. And let's assume that I get especially gluttonous for some almonds and I get 300 almonds in a day, in a 24-hour period, I'm getting kind of concerned. I fucking love almonds. Almonds slap. I think it's the prime Lucifer. There's also something called bitter almonds, which contain 50 times more cyanide per nut. And it says you would need, while you would need 1,000 sweet almonds to reach toxic levels of cyanide, you would only need to eat between 10 and 30 bitter almonds to reach the minimum lethal level. That's crazy. Oh my god. I'm gonna be worried about fucking bitter almonds making it into my goddamn diamond, blue diamond bag. These are gifts of Lego. Almonds also have high lectin count, just like tomatoes. Is lectin bad? What the fuck is lectin? Why am I learning all these like horrible things? What the fuck is lectin? I literally graduated with a degree in human science and exercise physiology, which included an entire semester on fucking nutrition, and I don't remember any of this. I've been eating a lot of tomato soups, and it's found in tomatoes, huh? What the it's called the anti-nutrient? I have expected just to type this in and get like lectin these nuts or some shit. Like chat keeps saying. Thanks the resub greasy. Man, I've been eating so much fucking tomato soup too, it slaps. Aren't tomatoes supposed to be extremely good for you? What the fuck is safe anymore? Things to give some make love, not Dota. According to the things I'm reading here, lectin is not beneficial. But it's also not like extremely harmful, but it's not great either. At least the first like 6 things that came up here. This is shocking. I'm learning so much. Thanks to the bits totem. Wait to hear about MSG. I made a whole video on MSG. The MSG menace is more of a myth than anything. Thanks for resub, Cubone. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. Time to stop eating tomato soup though, but I'm not getting rid of almonds.
Full of almonds. That was intense. So we had a
How was that
minute
intense?
timer.
Just almonds.
We had 40 almonds in front of us. We managed to eat all 40 in the minute. I'm getting attacked by almonds. Excuse me. Right then, everyone, so that was the official Guinness World
Thanks, Yusuf done.
ground almonds in the throat situation. We're composed. I'm really proud of that. I'm hoping that we did enough today to land this record. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm nervous, I'm excited, and we'll catch you guys.
Thanks,
on
Yusuf
the next
Fortune. Nice. She was pretty efficient, but I'm not overly impressed. Now I just keep fucking thinking about tomatoes. Give me 1 second. I also got really curious about this claim. How many bananas would you eat to have it kill you? A fatal dose of bananas would be around 400 bananas, like in a day, or what's the time frame on that? $400 bananas and what? You would need 400 bananas in a day. Okay. So all these things are so traced, but the only one that actually makes me a little irky is the tomato one. God damn it. I eat a lot of tomato soup. Thanks for the resub, Zach. Guy knows he's in a bait car. Are you just going through like your recommended YouTube videos, Heartsbane? Because that's another one that's just hitting everyone's recommended. I've seen it. How quickly the maggots eat burger. I'll pass. Why the fuck would I want to watch maggots eat a burger? Sounds awful. Solar roadways when failure is worth $30 million. That sounds cool. This? I haven't seen this channel in a really long time. So what is a solar roadway? There's a resub Ushi.
Want to see something really scary?
There's a prime mushroom.
You know, there was a time
the 5K
when the
bits
Republicans had the monopoly on endorsing probably one of the dumbest ideas ever.
This is exactly the kind of over-the-horizon thinking
This is
that
going to
has
be
brought
political.
Idaho's
This is going to
own
be boring as
solar
fuck.
roadways to national and world prominence.
But amazingly, we now have bipartisan agreement on...
We're here in the community of Peachtree Corners, Georgia, where there is a solar panel built into the roadway. It's one of the first of its kind, helping to charge cars from the very road that
This is the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg.
the cars drive on. Just one example of the future that is possible, the economy that is possible as we move to electric vehicles in this country. The Biden-Harris administration is committed to accelerating that progress, creating jobs, and meeting our climate goals.
He's a tier 1 Mosh.
Yeah. Now, where have I heard that before?
Yeah, no kidding. The economy is in the toilet. Do you realize how many thousands of jobs this could create and sustain? Talk about a hypodermic adrenaline shot to the heart of the manufacturing and infrastructure sector. And it pays for itself. They're solar freaking roadways.
Hey,
Set your
fuck yeah.
expectation meters to you have got to be kidding me, even for a politician. I mean, let's just say for the sake of argument that the panels that he's standing in front of were abandoned by the French company that made them about 2 years ago as unviable. Oh, and you're damn right. I'm just getting warmed up here.
Colas, a world leader in road construction that now presents...
Seems like a cool
Wattway,
futuristic idea
the
on
first
paper.
ever photovoltaic road service in the world.
What if we had magnet roadways and like hover crafts?
1% of the world's deserts, we could produce enough energy to cover the entire world's needs. And what if we took this idea one step further? What if we used roads to produce solar energy? Specialists in road innovation have already started working on the idea.
Whilst others, like Dave from EEV Blogs, had done some calculations and worked out this was going to be a train wreck.
It's done
I'm
and
too
dusted.
dumb
Why
to
the
understand
hell
what's on
would
that
you
board.
pay for solar roads that give you half the output at best?
Who do you think's going to be right here?
With a road surface that is able to self-produce clean energy, I can just imagine how much progress could be made.
The Ray Foundation is so excited. The Wattway Solar Road is
Then go for
but
it, Wendy.
one
Let it ride.
imagining of how clean energy can be generated. The road surface is being better utilized by Wattway as the road can generate clean energy for our communities.
Providing electricity to homes, buildings, streetlights, urban furniture.
And in 2015, when they released it,
It looks
looked
pretty cool.
Amazing. Chairman and CEO of Colas said, "Today, our Wattway process
They do this with
is
pressure
unique
plates at
on a
train
global
stations,
level.
do they?
The solar road will
Nice.
play a part in the energy transition and is a building block for smart cities." I wonder what it looks like now. So let's just take some random point on the road.
Still looks pretty cool. Look at
and
that shit.
take a look at the state of the Wattway.
It would also be an intelligent road, able to adapt to traffic conditions, to read and interpret traffic flows.
Possibilities in the future with Wattway are really
Fuck is
endless.
that?
If you think about the possibilities.
Why would I want my
electric
road to be
vehicles,
smart?
Energy to your
Fucking
home,
driving on that bitch.
Energy to your
I want it to be
business,
dumb.
lighting. It's an exciting future to think about.
Electric vehicles could recharge their batteries using the road surface as they drive. Totally revolutionary.
And a couple of years later, in an article entitled
Thanks, give some
"First
Jordan.
Solar Roadway in France Turns Out to Be
I
a
do, Zook.
Total Disaster."
Thanks, Resub Reaper.
Just to give you a feel, solar panel electricity generation over time generally fades away at a few percent a year, that sort of thing. And giving them an operational lifespan of about 30 years, that sort of thing. These solar roadways actually only generated about half the power they were meant to in the first place, and then proceeded to lose 50% of their power generating capacity per year.
I mean, that sounds pretty good to me.
Back of an envelope calculations.
Not
In the first
bad.
3 or so years, this installation was averaging about...
I'm not super invested in the story. Clearly, solar energy isn't where it needs to be, and I can absolutely see how it didn't work. I don't need to watch the entire lore. I already know solar power is not exactly in the spot it needs to be to make all these crazy claims work. Thanks to Risa Miguel. Plus the amount of fucking phone calls I get talking about why I need solar energy is enough to make me not want it ever. Fuck. I think it's a good idea eventually, when we're smart enough. Why not use the sun? Well, there's absolutely no chance I can watch anything with Snoop Dogg music in it, man. It's Twitch. Why not use the moon? Bro, the moon's such a bitch. The moon doesn't do anything except just, like, make waves in the ocean. Yeehaw. Fuck am I gonna use the moon for? Moon can't even turn. Yeah, stupid pussy ass moon. There's no Snoop Dogg music in it. So it's just him going through like an analytical explanation. You know, I'll just look it up myself. This doesn't sound super great, but I'll at least check it out. So this is an hour long. Good God. This immediately had Snoop Dogg music. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? There's no Snoop Dogg music in it. No Snoop Dogg music in it, and the first thing is him playing a Snoop Dogg record. I forgot the very first part of the video is nothing but Snoop Dogg music. I already watched all of Barbie Jeep Racing. Unemployed... What? Shadow of the Colossus Last Secret. I watched that. I always loved the Shadow of the Colossus secret hunting community. I always thought they put so much effort into it and found some cool shit. How's the 99 construction coming along? Oh, I'm done. I'll get that on stream sometime this week. That and farming I'm about to hit 99 on. I just need to do one more tree run, which I'll do on stream. And then I just need to make like 10 more benches for 99 construction, which I'll do on stream. Are SNL videos DMCA? No. But there's something a lot worse when it comes to watching SNL videos. It's like an absolute cascade of misery. Far more terrifying than the DMCA. It's just insufferable. Thanks, Risa Bandito. Can't click links, Musk. Extracting cyanide from almonds. Is that the Nile Red video someone mentioned earlier? Thanks, Risa Flog. The guy who broke 2 game shows. Let's see. This guy? Oh, this is from Drew. I haven't seen this one.
This video is sponsored by Current. Stick around to the end to find out how you could win $500.
Hey guys, welcome back to 1986, the long-awaited sequel.
Oh, wait, before it starts. Is this the guy who beat Double Whammy? Am I remembering that correctly? The guy who like won $1 million from Whammy? It is not that guy. Okay. It is. I'm getting yeses and I'm getting no's. I'll just watch.
This video is probably a bit shorter than usual, but I couldn't not talk about this. So I recently bought a new Samsung TV, and the only reason I specify what brand it was is because it's important to the story. I use it to play video games and watch movies. You know, it's a television. But every time I turn off my PlayStation, it automatically switches to something called Samsung TV Plus, a service I didn't ask for and do not want. And the channel that's always on is Buzzer, which plays a bunch of ancient game shows that have...
This looks fucking awesome.
You'll have a show where the grand prize is $40. There's always ads for like child cigarettes, and Richard Dawson won't stop kissing every single woman on the lips.
What the fuck, Richard?
One time in an interview, he said it was for good luck, but then why not kiss the men too, Richard? They don't need good luck. But I'm not here to talk about Family Feud or sexual harassment. This video is about a show from the 80s
like sexual assault.
What
the fuck?
Of the Century. Now,
That's
I had
huge.
never heard of this show until last night at 2 a.m. And instead of explaining the game to you, I'm just going to show you what I watched so you can experience it in the same way.
So far, Curtis Warren has won cash and prizes
Curtis.
totaling $45,970.
Ooh, baby.
5 seconds in, I already love this guy. They start listing off some of the prizes, which range from pretty dumb to cool as hell.
And continue a journey towards a fortune in cash and prizes, including this Mercury Cougar.
Or
that looks
the
like shit.
Claw. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, this must be some kind of Price is Right spinoff where they buy stuff. I don't know. Whatever it is, the host seems very excited to get things started.
Whom did you bring us, my dear?
She enjoys hunting moose, originally from Amsterdam, Netherlands. Let's hear it for Michelle Sakharov.
Hey, Michelle.
So
nice to
far,
meet you.
You have this guy who's the host of the show, but you also have this woman who only comes out to introduce the other 2 contestants. And then you have these women whose entire job it is to escort them 4 feet to their chair.
I mean, it's a pretty important
job. A lot of cooks
job.
in the kitchen so far. Seems like you could have streamlined some of these jobs. But you have John and Michelle, who both start off their introductions with what I would consider to be equally bad jokes. But watch how differently the host reacts to both of them.
What's that mean, you lead a very filling life?
Well, I'm a dentist,
Oh,
and
you're
I'd say
kidding.
drilling and filling would probably be more accurate.
Drilling and filling.
No.
Nice to have you here with us, John.
You jokester.
Funny. John, you are a hoot and a half.
And Michelle, you don't look like a big game hunter, but you enjoy hunting moose.
Yes, the dessert. I go for chocolate mousse, and I try French restaurants.
He looks so annoyed. Michelle,
Thanks
I
for
guess
5
the
gift subs,
producers
Alpha.
didn't tell you,
Appreciate
but
it,
we
man.
only
Thank
have
you.
time for one joke on this show, and John already made it.
What the fuck? Michelle?
Well, it's a good thing we had this nice
Is there
long
some
introduction for these two contestants, because I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of them for the next half hour. Let's get started.
$20 starts all 3 players off. Let's go.
So is Curtis the
PI and
turbo
TV
gamer?
show
Private investigator.
Private investigator Magnum PI. It is
He is.
Wow,
I
that was
felt it.
quite a fast buzzer. All right.
This New York City street gives its name to musical theater. Curtis.
Radio City.
Curtis is bending
you
him
might wanna
over.
Make sure you know the answer before you buzz it.
What kind of board is used by a sidewalk surfer? Curtis.
A surfboard.
No. Sidewalk
Jesus,
surfer
Curtis.
is a skateboard.
Cool, so our boy has now answered all 3 questions, and he is in last place.
If you stay up all night working, you're said
Curtis.
to be burnt.
Can you guess who buzzed in?
Curtis.
The Midnight Oil.
Yes, indeed. And he's back to the $20.
Curtis.
Curtis.
They're snakes.
That's what they are, and the champion back into the lead.
Okay, so we've made it through one whole round, and no one else has
Thanks,
buzzed in.
Resub
Since
Bubble.
Curtis is in the lead, and apparently the only person playing, he's given the opportunity to buy a prize. In this case, it's a fancy coffee machine.
Very nice. You like good coffee?
Curtis is on that
So-
Sigma male
Caffeine
energy.
aficionado, that's for sure.
Really? This guy drinks caffeine? Wouldn't have guessed. But he doesn't buy it, so we're right back into the trivia.
Who starred in the films Swing Shift and Curtis?
Goldie Hawn.
$10 lead for the champion.
Woo!
You might find a lawyer practicing in one or a tennis player playing on one. Curtis.
A court.
Court is what they have in common in the 15.
Damn, Curtis.
The title of Bram Stoker's classic, Curtis.
Dracula.
About a Transylvanian Count Dracula, it is.
Speed runner.
Are you guys noticing the theme yet? I can't tell if Curtis is a genius or if the other 2 contestants are just really bad. This pretty much goes on the entire episode.
My father, Curtis.
Lady Di.
That's exactly right, Lady Di, Princess Di.
And since Curtis is the only one
This is
answering,
fucking
he's
wild.
also the only one getting money and therefore the only one who can buy the prizes. Hell, he has a chance for $10 whole right here, but instead wins a bunch of chocolate.
Chocolate!
$500 worth of chocolate.
Chocolate!
Forms much of the boundary between Texas and Mexico. Curtis?
The Rio Grande.
Rio Grande is right.
Buzz, say something. So John and Michelle must feel like fucking idiots so far, and then the host does this.
John, hit that buzzer. See that? All right, it's good. Yeah, darn right. Now, clear. Now, Michelle, that's it. Just got to get in there a little ahead of it.
John, I think we all loved that dentist joke, but you're making a fool out of yourself here, so why don't you pull your head out of your ass and answer a goddamn question.
What would you do with baklava? Curtis?
Oh, come on! So John might as well be asleep over there. But
John is
after
really fucking up.
13 questions, someone else buzzes in.
This
And it's
word
not
can
John.
describe both the birth of a chicken and something you batten down. Michelle.
Hatch?
Yes, indeed.
Michelle, you did it! Today is the day we finally take down Curtis.
Who was the president in office at the... Michelle.
Roosevelt?
No.
God damn it! Despite the small hiccup in his game, Kurt is not phased one bit.
The first television
Tier 1
soundtrack to go number
Alaric.
1 on the pop charts. Curtis?
Oh, I don't know.
This guy is so funny. Oh, turns out I was not listening. Could you repeat the question? Fair enough. Curtis is so confident in his strategy
And of course,
that
I love
he would
Harry
rather
Mack.
buzz in and get it wrong than wait even one more second for context and risk letting someone else answer.
On what would you be riding if you were competing in a race called a... Curtis?
A bicycle?
Gonna look weird going over the hump in a steeplechase on a bicycle. No.
Clearly, though, it's working. Even if he loses some money here and there, he is.
So the other ones don't get to
in
buzz
John
in after he gets it
Michelle's
wrong?
Now she's rushing
Wrong?
to buzz in just to try to beat him, and that's backfiring. And John, poor John, he just has the most defeated look on his face. I told my wife this morning that I was
No,
going to bring
I just
her home
answered
a new
that, so it
car,
was about
and
Harry Mack.
Instead, I will be leaving with the
I said I love Harry
$20
Mack.
they gave me at the beginning.
Baseball.
Oh, and then check
Thanks to
this
Tier
shit
1
out.
Robo.
He got some money. It's a $10 money card.
Video editing was awesome back then. Time for the speed round. Gee, I wonder who's gonna have the advantage here.
In what sport would you try to stay out of a sand trap? Michelle?
Baseball?
Wrong.
Oh, sorry
Golf.
about that, Michelle.
Golf.
That answer
Sand
is
trap
only
and
correct
baseball.
when Curtis says it.
Name the TV bar run by Bostonian Sam. Michelle?
Cheers.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Camelot.
Right.
Fish.
Right.
Bunker.
Wrong.
An onion.
Tie.
German.
Right.
Michelle, you're really doing it.
Green.
Wrong.
Charles.
Wrong.
You're not doing it.
Curtis came out on top.
Well, she kind of rallied though. Like she kind of
That's the end
popped
of
off.
the show. There were about 40 questions asked, and John didn't buzz in once. No, actually, that's not true. He did get that practice buzz in.
John, you got the sportswear. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming out today.
Hey, John, thanks for looking like a fucking
you
idiot.
Are just very bad at this game. You might be thinking, oh man, that's it? And you'd be wrong. In total, Curtis appeared on 11 episodes of Sale of the Century, and he won every single time. The only reason he didn't keep going is because they wouldn't let him. Unlike other shows, they would only let contestants win up to 10 games in a row. And if you did, you would either have to call it quits there or gamble all of your prizes for a chance at $50,000 by winning one more game, which he did. And he did. You're probably wondering if all the other episodes looked about the same.
Damn, Curtis.
$72,262. $86,200.
Curtis is kind of the man.
Heaven helps those.
I like Curtis.
Who help themselves.
Yes, indeed. And Curtis has helped himself to a $15 lead over Bob. How do you cook steak tartare, Curtis?
You don't.
No, you don't. That's raw. You're right.
Luau.
Luau is what it is.
The fountain of youth.
And that's what it is.
Basketball.
Name Naismith. You are right. It is basketball.
I'm a huge fucking Curtis fan. Holy shit.
It was, February 29th.
Right. What travels at 186,000, Curtis?
Light.
Curtis back to 75.
He's a plant for sure. I think he must be, yeah.
And we'll be married together.
Wrong. Name the sexy singer.
Cher.
Cher is right.
It's so funny watching him consistently dominate such a simple game.
$15 lead, $25 lead, $30 lead, $35 lead for the champ.
Seeing how quickly he'd get in the heads of the other two opponents. Inevitably, after a few questions, they'd start to sweat a little bit. They'd start to get antsy and try to buzz in early like he does, but it always backfired.
What French phrase is used to describe individually priced? Rick?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Oh, incorrect. Although it comes from the Latin word for seven.
Hey, I'm dumb. Forgive me.
Well, you beat it to the buzzer, Bob.
That's what I wanted to do.
Even in the episodes where his competition gets a little tougher, he would just turn it up a notch and go full-on sicko mode.
In which state did the Revolutionary Wars Battle of Trenton? Curtis?
New Jersey.
Right. John Audubon.
Is he a good turtle?
Curtis?
Birds.
Right.
I kind of wish the contestants wore uniforms in this show, just so I could buy a jersey with Curtis's name on it.
Curtis has done it.
Ever since I was about 3 minutes into the very first episode I watched, I have been dying to recreate this show. So I did. Curtis, you've won 416 games in a row, made over $7 million in cash.
So how did he break
prizes.
2
You think
game
today
shows
is the
then?
day you finally get taken down? Not a chance. Well, we're all hoping you do, because we're in a lot of debt right now. Let's bring out the other 2 lambs to their slaughter. He's a world-renowned MIT professor. He graduated at the top of his class. Please welcome Mark. This next gentleman knows a thing or two about hats. He owns a bulk hat emporium in Polk County.
It's almost over. How does he break another one in that short time?
I am now
Thanks,
done
Thimbo.
for the day. Who's ready to
and
play?
Polo Bear.
I am. Curtis, that wasn't a question, but glad to see you're already on your bullshit. Let's get started. Question 1. The 1916 summer... Curtis? Montreal, Canada. Montreal, of course, is correct. $5 to you, and our champion is out in front. Question number 2. In music... Curtis. A quarter note. Yes, indeed it is, and Curtis with the early $10 lead. How the hell do we beat this guy? I don't know.
What was his name?
3.
Curtis
This
what? I want to look him
American
up after this.
visionary invented... Who else? Curtis. Thomas Edison. Of course. That was a bit of an easy one. You guys gotta wake up. How did you know that? He didn't even finish the question. It's just context clues. Question number 4. Who was the first...
Curtis Warren.
Mark.
I'm gonna look him up.
Go on ahead.
Let's see.
Marilyn Monroe? We were looking for Joseph
English
Stalin.
gangster and
What the
drug
hell is
trafficker?
wrong with you? Curtis.
Probably
That is
not
absolutely right, Mark. You've got an extremely weird fit. That was one of the questions? During his run on Sale of the Century, Curtis Warren won over $130,000 in cash and prizes. Then 15 years later, he grew out his hair a little bit and was on another game show called Greed, where he won $1.4 million.
What?
I know it's kind of hard to see because this video only has one pixel that's stretched across the entire screen, but just trust me, okay? I looked it up and he was the only person to ever win over $1 million on that show. Aside from having a legendary haircut, Curtis Warren is one of the most impressive and successful game show contestants of all time.
Wait, how did he do it in
Greek,
Greek,
Google
though?
his name. The first person to come up is
He's
an
an English gangster. I just did
so
that.
that's unfortunate, but it just goes to show you that money isn't everything. Hey, speaking of money, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Current, the future of mobile banking. Guys,
Current does
I'm just gonna
slap.
say it, I don't like going to the bank.
Yeah, Current does absolutely slap. Hold on, I want to look up more about Curtis Warren before I forget to look him up. So he kind of breezed through his other one, which was significantly more money. So Curtis Warren. Where can I find like his total winnings? Because I can find his Sale of the Century run. I want to find him today. Destination declassified. And maybe. Give me a sec. Curtis Warren was an air traffic controller. Holy shit. The #1 game show winner is Brad Rutter, who was a record store clerk who took home $4.5 million in total winnings from what game show? From his 5-day appearance in Jeopardy in 2001. Wow. The only time Rutter ever lost on Jeopardy was when he lost to Watson, the computer, in 2011 IBM Challenge. Wow. Holy shit. He claimed in a 2005 interview to have flypaper memory, which helped him develop a love and mastery of trivia while playing on his high school's Quiz Bowl team. A self-proclaimed slacker with a poor attention span, Rutter dropped out of Johns Hopkins University and worked at a Coconuts record store in his hometown of Lancaster. He continued to work there even after winning on Jeopardy the first time around because he figured he would make more money once he got the inevitable invite to the Tournament of Champions. That's so cute. He's a tier 1 Sag in the Resub J. Brad Rutter lost in the Tournament of Champions. Did he really? Let me see. Oh, he's not even... Wait, I thought he'd be like really old. He's 43. Wait, when was his run? 2005 interview. I thought he was like old as fuck then. No, he's super young. Yeah, he did... He's up to 5.1 million in game show earnings. This guy's a fucking cracked gamer. And he looks like he's in his early 20s. This guy's aging really well. He looks younger now than he did when he went on Jeopardy. Oh, it's coming along wonderful, Pepe. Like, we're really cruising. God damn. What a cool story. Jesus Christ. The rules regarding consecutive wins changed in 2003. So when another contestant, Ken Jennings, had his 74-day run in 2004, he passed Brad, became the highest money winner at the time, but then Brad took it back. Jesus Christ. In 2019, Brad and fellow Jeopardy champion Larissa Kelly and Dave Madden teamed up for the All-Stars and they won $1 million and he walked away with $333K. This guy has literally made a career out of winning game shows. That's so fucking badass. 5.1 million in total winnings. Thanks to the gift sub, Axel. I've already watched The Most Radioactive Man. Fourth video, cheating's always interesting. True, but these are probably underwhelming, but I'll check it out.
Retail price, $23,743. You got it right on the nose. You're in both showcases.
Hey guys, and
Well,
welcome
that's
back
obvious
to Space
cheating.
In today's video, we'll be taking a look at some of
He
the
doesn't even know how to
smartest
cheat,
cheaters
right?
in game show history and exactly how they managed to sneak away with their winning.
3-3-6, Michael. 6 spins. Go, he says. Michael's going. Wait a minute.
At least some of them. Let's jump right into this one.
I believe
Up
that
first,
scene.
we've got a man by the name of Charles
Drew showed
Ingram.
it. It's just terrible
Getting
quality.
away with
I already
cheating
saw.
us out of £1 million was going to need a mastermind with a
I thought he like
plan
broke it.
and a genius accomplice.
The former British Army major gained infamy in 2001 after September 9th and 10th appearances on the popular game show Who
Oh, I know
Wants to
this
Be a
one. People
Millionaire.
were coughing, or his
Ingram
family
played
was
his way
coughing.
all the way through to the final round
Let
and
him know
ended
the
up
right
winning
one.
the maximum amount of money possible, £1 million.
But it could be a gigabit.
No cough there either.
I don't think it's a Megatron.
While playing, Ingram would take full advantage of the show's structure, talking out loud to himself and going over each answer multiple times. This didn't seem out of the ordinary at all because multiple contestants on different game shows have employed similar
Thanks for the
tactics.
gift sub.
And
Or
Billionaire's
bits,
host
Laurel.
even claimed that the checks
Laurel.
signing afterwards seemed perfectly normal and nothing out of the ordinary had taken place. However, controversy sparked once one of the producers of the show got their hands on the footage to edit it together for TV and noticed that every single time Ingram said the correct answer out loud, someone would cough in the audience.
Diana develops a nasty cough of her own.
A1 or Craig David.
As it turns out, Charles had plotted beforehand with
Such
his
a
wife
good
Diana
plan.
and another contestant
Such a
scheme
good
to
plan.
guarantee their success, which in fact saw either of the two coughing from the audience whenever Charles said the right answer. Labeled the most British crime of all time, Ingram ended up being found guilty for procuring the execution of valuable security by deception after 3.5 days deliberation by a jury. While Ingram wouldn't serve any jail time, him, his wife, and the fellow contestant on the plan ended up having to pay 115,000 euros in fees.
I mean,
Next
they
up,
won $1
we've got
million
man
bucks
by the
though.
name of Michael Larson.
I know this one. I know this one.
Oh, I drive an ice cream truck in the summer. I hope to win enough money here not to have to do that this summer.
Back in 1984, Larson applied and ended up contesting on
whammy.
the game show Press Your Luck, a show that revolved around
whammies.
game boards with constantly switching lights that would highlight numbers with cash prize amounts shown once selected. Larson had started recording Press Your
He's a
Luck
tier 1
episodes shortly
grandmaster.
after its 1983 debut and quickly realized that the randomizer moving the light indicator on the game's big board only had 5 different patterns.
One prize worth more than 5,000. Some whammies. Be careful. Here we go. $4,000 on a spin.
Larson started to memorize these patterns, and after doing some practicing by pausing with his remote control, he was confident
It's
that
not
he would
even
always
really
predict
cheating, it's an
exactly
actual
where the light would end
strategy.
up. He also discovered that 2 specific squares always containing cash and never had the whammy, essentially the game show's bankrupt that would set your total earnings back to 0. One of those squares always contained a top dollar value, which allowed an additional spin in the second round, which he took advantage of to always keep himself in control of the board.
He's
as long as he
aimbotting.
kept following
Kinda.
the patterns.
It's genius.
Stop at 1,000 and a spin. 12,005. 6 spins, 7 spins. You haven't lost a spin, Michael. You've done
Once he felt confident in his plan, Larson spent most of his savings to fly over to Los Angeles and audition for the
Thanks,
show.
you said Blueberry
Bobby
and the Prime
Edwards, the
Zevis.
contestant supervisor, was actually suspicious about Larson and his motives for playing and didn't let him in, but the show's executive producer, Bill Carthers, overruled this and allowed him onto the show. Larson employed his tactics and ended up winning over $110,000, which has more than doubled in value since 1984. The producers of the show had checked over the footage afterwards and noticed
Why do
that
you keep
based on his
spamming Arab
reactions,
moist?
Larson
I don't know how many
always
times I
knew
need to
that he
say.
landed
I've
on a
already
big
caught
money
up with
spot
all of
before
it.
the prize amount was even revealed.
I don't know why people keep spamming that.
CBS initially refused to
Like,
pay
I
Larson,
clearly
but
can
after
see
having
it.
the legal team look it over,
And
they
for the millionth
realized there was
time,
nothing
I've
in
already
the show's
watched.
rules forbidding what he had done.
Jesus
so
fucking
technically,
Christ.
he hadn't even cheated.
It's
and he
not just
got to
one guy.
enjoy
I've
his
seen like
big
10
payday.
different names.
Illegal schemes and issues with the law would run Larson dry of his earnings within 2 years, but hey, at least he had somehow fair fun while it lasted.
Stop at 750 and a spin.
And next up, you guys, we got a Spanish game show by the name of Pasapalabra.
I don't know this one, but Michael Larson's a goddamn hero.
Sí, Alfredo, en béisbol, entrada. In.
The game show is well known for bringing in already established celebrities, and for this episode brought in Spanish television presenter, actress, and model Adriana Abina.
Una bendita. Yo ya me planto con una ya experimentado lo que es ser mamá y me parece que es una experiencia muy chula.
During one of the game show's particular segments where contestants had to try to guess the tune they were listening to, Adriana was doing suspiciously well, all while before people realized she looked down towards her lap before getting the answer right.
Did she have her phone?
As it turned out, Adriana had her phone open in her lap with Shazam, the app that automatically tells you what song is playing.
Wait, what the fuck? That's like high school cheating.
Well, doing exactly that. This one is admittedly a lot more lighthearted than the other entries on this list, with the host joking it off and even commending Adriana for such a brilliant strategy.
Brilliant?
And up next comes a man by the name of Charles Van Doren.
Name's a fermented milk food. At $2,500 a point. The category is boxing.
High pressure with big stakes.
Way back during the 1950s, one of the most popular game shows was named 21 and features a similar concept still employed today where contestants can keep coming back every episode as long as they continuously win. Well, after Man, that showrunners despised, had kept winning and winning, they decided to sabotage his streak by bringing in Charles Van Doren, giving him all the correct answers beforehand, and having him finally dethrone the former king of 21.
That's fucked up.
My goodness. You want me to name the second, third, fourth, fifth wives, and what happened to all of them?
The showrunners liked Charles' demeanor and telegenic look so much that they wanted to keep him around on the show and intentionally helped him break the former champion's winning streak. Charles would go on to win every single episode of 21 for 2 entire months, being fed the answers beforehand and ended up winning just shy of 130,000 in earnings, which by 2019...
Wait, what? What kind of dumb strategy is that? I'm assuming they didn't actually pay him, right? Because otherwise, what problem did you solve? The whole point for bringing him in is so that one guy stops winning so much of your money. But then you get this guy in here and you just let him keep winning your money. I'm assuming they didn't actually pay this fucking guy, right? Because then that's the dumbest plan of all time. Ratings or something? But they already had a win streak from that guy. They hated the other one? Did they not hate him because he was winning that money? I guess he was just like a really unlikable guy. Okay, I mean, I guess that's possible.
Equates to over $1.1 million. The predetermined streak would be a big success for both parties, as 21 would see the most intrigue and highest ratings in their show that they've ever seen before, while Charles will go down to become the most famous and even make it to the cover of Time magazine in 1957. After having enough living with the lies, however, Charles came out with the truth about being given every correct answer he ever gave on 21 beforehand.
You'll have to tell me right now.
He divorced her.
He did. You're right. Finally, the fifth.
The fifth. It's one more.
Charles' actions would go on to spark a lot of waves in the game show community, as it soon came out that just about every game show from the 1950s had their own form of corruption or scandal. An unfortunate truth, especially when you hear the quote Charles had given earlier in his string of victories when suspicion over his legitimacy was questioned. It's silly and distressing to think that people don't have more faith in quiz shows.
Van Doren retracts his earlier denials of getting any assistance. He admits that he received dramatic coaching and the questions and many of the answers.
And finally, you guys, we've got a man by the name of Terry Nees. By the time Terry shows up for that episode of Price is Right, the show's then 38-year history didn't see a single person perfectly guess the price of a showcase. Terry Nees broke that 38-year streak, as he'd be the first man in history to ever correctly guess the exact price of a showcase. Terry must have loved the patterns just as much as Michael Larson, because after studying the show for 4 months, he and his wife Linda realized every single prize on the show had been repeated, so they just had to memorize the values. After making it to the final round and seeing the showcase, Terry remembered his studies and figured the retail price must have been around $23,000.
$23,743. Wow. That's a very exact bid. Good luck. Sharon, here's your showcase.
Given how the Price is Right works, the following numbers were
That's
pretty
just another
pointless to
great
memorize, so
strat.
Terry simply picked his wedding date and his wife's birth month to fill in the last 3 numbers, with April 7th and March giving him $23,743, the exact price. His explanation to Drew Carey afterwards led the show being almost completely changed, with an all-new showcases and prices to ensure this kind of quote-unquote
That's just literally
never
not
happened again.
cheating.
Although, just like Larson, Terry got to keep his money as no rule banned this method at the time.
$3. You got it right on the nose. You win both showcases. Hasn't happened since 72 or 73. Right on the nose.
And with that being said, that concludes 5 smartest games.
Yeah, I mean, that's just good strat. Like, that's,
revealed.
I mean,
if you've enjoyed the video, please make sure to
goddamn.
leave a like.
There was like,
also comment down.
Out of this whole list, there was only 1 cheater, right? Or 2. I forgot about the British guy. There's only 2 cheaters. Everyone else just used like an actual strat. Oh, 3, I guess, if you count this goofy one, which I wouldn't really count because it's not like a real game show. Okay, so 3 out of 5 actually. That was interesting, a lot more interesting than I thought. Michael Larson, though, is a really cool story. Like, that is just such a fucking great idea. The guy studied the game by just watching it on his TV and using the pause remote in order to stop it to simulate the button. It's so good. God, his story was cool. I think he had a really sad ending, though. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up real quick. I know we looked this up last time, and I don't remember what it was. But there was something that happened after this. I think they might have like taken his money or something. Oh, this is what it was. November 1984. He learned about a local radio show promising $30K in prize money for matching dollar bill serial numbers with random numbers read out on air. Over several days, he withdrew his remaining winnings in $1 bills, examined each dollar, and upon discovering that he did not have the winning number, redeposited roughly half, but Larson left $50K in his house, which was stolen in a burglary while attending a Christmas party. Yeah, so he just lost most of his money. He also never saw the return of his winnings and failed at several get-rich-quick schemes. And then in 1995, he engaged in an internet fraud scheme run by a company called Pleasure Time, which raised $1.8 million from 14,000 investors for a non-existent American Indian lottery. Yeah. It was tough. But still a great strategy and a great legacy from Michael Larson. He was definitely bad with his money. Yeah, it seems like he was more of like a gambler. He was more addicted to the actual thrill of it, so he kept looking for more ways of doing that, such as like that dollar bill thing. But he could never quite replicate it. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you, Thieves. Sorry, I didn't see that till just now. I was reading that. And thanks for the resub, Agadina and Tramzarama. Thanks for the resub, Oxlogic. Three stories that sound fake but are 100% real. Okay. Oh, it's from Mr. Ballin. I don't know if I want to watch another 21-minute story. I do think Mr. Ballin's good, but I don't think I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm already getting tired. I actually might just call it a night, to be honest. Oh, Jesus Christ, part 16. God damn, his channel's going wild.
Stick around to hear about what...
Those views are getting nutty. Good for him. Alright, I'm going to call it a night, though. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. To everyone who donated, big thank you. New subs, welcome aboard. Sub means a lot, so thank you for subbing. I hope you enjoy the emotes, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will toss you to... Anyone know how much longer Matt's going for? Actually, here. I think Matt's going to go to bed soon. He had kind of a rough day. I'll toss you to Susu. I was on her Twitch game show today. So I'll toss you over to her. Thanks again, everyone, and have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.